I should have known. It was all an Aggie joke, an elaborate, long, drawn-out Aggie joke. Jeff Ketchum of Orangebloods.com tells all of you and me that there's going to be a watch-along and that we'll watch A&M play Miami. And we talked to him a few minutes ago, and he said, yeah, no, I'll be back. And we said, yeah, they're going to delay the kick. And he said, oh, yeah, no, I'll be back. Yeah, he's not back. He's not back. Apparently, Ketch is going to be watching Texas and Alabama. I think he's jumping in here. We'll see. Welcome to Orange Bloods Live, the watch along. Shout out to Pinthouse. As you can see, not only do I have my metal Pinthouse sign, I got two other signs that were pizza boxes. Where is that? Right up there? Yeah. The pizza was excellent. I'm too nervous because my Aggies are playing and then Texas Bama later. Too nervous to eat during. So I've already eaten. Their meat pizza is called the Cannonball, and it's fantastic. Pinthouse pizza. I got my Pinthouse beers ready. We'll get to that. And we might as well start with that code. You see the top of the screen? Yeah, you got the A&M and Miami logo. We'll keep up with the score. But look at that code, OB5. Get $5 off your online order of $20 or more. Texas fans, now is the time. Make your plan, figure out which Pinthouse location is best for you, and get your orders in now so you can go pick it up for Texas and Alabama. Get your plan set during this first part of the watch along with Pinthouse. We're going to be telling you about all kinds of cool specials they've got. They've got some cool specials. If you're a Longhorn fan, you want to go watch, they got NFL stuff going on as well. So get those orders done. We've got the chat already fired up, and I just want to say this is almost nice. Almost nice from Paul. Chad, good luck to your lame Aggies. See, that is rude, just like it's rude that Jeff Ketchum set up an elaborate Aggie joke. Oh, no, there he is. There he is. My bad, it wasn't an elaborate Aggie joke. He is going to watch A&M play football with me. What's up, Ketch?
What's up, man? I'm just, I'm getting my act. I lost track of time. I was doing some family stuff. Do we have an update on this game?
We do. 2:58 and all for all of you checking out A&M and Miami. They're going to start on ESPN News. You got God's team on ABC that was delayed. Notre Dame and NC State got delayed by weather, the same weather that's pushing A&M and Miami a little bit. So A&M Miami will start on ESPN News. Right now, there's some sort of polo that is on ESPN News, but I'm ready. I'm on ESPN News, ready for kick. We're 8 minutes away from the scheduled kick now, the new scheduled kick for A&M and Miami. So, Ketch, we've already had some good stuff today. People that are just jumping in, maybe they've been running around today. Baylor is 0-2.
Baylor got screwed.
Utah went to Baylor, and they won the game 20-13. How do you think Baylor got screwed?
Because they should have had pass interference in the end zone on the last play of the game. Did you see it?
Oh, I screamed, don't call it, don't call it. Yeah, I did. You know how you do that when you're rooting for the cert. I was rooting for Utah, so I was screaming, don't call it. I think it's fair. I thought it probably needed to be.
That was pass interference if there ever was pass interference.
I agree. I think it was PI. I think they did get away with that one in terms of Utah. They get a win. And then eventually Colorado did what you and I thought they would do. That game was slow, clunky at the beginning, but Colorado does end up thrashing Nebraska 36-14. So Deion's crew 2-0, Baylor 0-2. Those are the two big stories of the day so far for me.
So you're telling me we're getting A&M and Miami on the Polo channel?
On the Polo channel. It's a very fancy day. The Aggies and Hurricanes on a Polo channel. If somebody hears something different, please let me know. But the last thing I saw flashed up was ESPN News. So that's where I am.
Okay.
Waiting on these
If you're
Aggies.
telling me it's ESPN News, then I'm with you.
That's what we're going to go with. So it's good. I got my maroon on. I hope that's okay with everybody. I got This Is SEC Country shirt on today.
You're allowed on your A&M games. You're good.
Yeah. Okay. We got a couple A&M helmets up in the background as well. And catch for later.
Where's Hillbilly Jim?
What's that?
Where's Hillbilly Jim?
Hillbilly Jim is right here, right up there.
Okay.
Hillbilly Jim and Bob Probert in the same picture. And a bloody Ric Flair's up there too. So if you choose, I've got a Dallas Cowboys shirt that I could wear later because you're making a Cowboys analogy for Texas and Bama. I also do have a Longhorn shirt. I have, like, with the logo on the breast, golf shirt. The only issue is it does have the logo of a former employer of mine on it. But if you and the Longhorn fans think I can add some mojo, I'll wear it. Or if you want me to stay away from it, I'll stay away from it. Whatever you want me to do.
Man, I don't care.
Okay, fair enough.
You're talking about a guy that yesterday wore a shirt purely out of spite because I was convinced that the color was none of the above.
Yes, that's true. That is true. So whatever I'm wearing, we're getting ready for Texas Bama later. Cat, since we got like 5 minutes till the Aggies kick, give everybody a Texas Bama update. Is there anything we need to know right now in terms of an injury situation or late breaking stories or anything like that?
I don't think so. I mean, seems like the weather, everybody I talked to said the weather looks nice.
Okay.
I think in terms of injuries, the Longhorns enter this game about as well as a team could enter it from an injury standpoint. CJ Baxter looks in line to play. I think DJ Campbell's probably your one hobbled starter. So we'll see what happens with Cole Hudson. Maybe that is an improvement for the Longhorns. Like Cole Hudson played in this game a year ago. Certainly has the experience. Maybe that's what you need in the environment that they're going to play later on tonight. I will say this. I have some updates on Prize Picks.
Okay.
Not only am I about to tell people about the Prize Picks, but I have already jumped on these numbers and got some action in. I got like $300 worth of Prize Picks wagers, entries, if you will, going on this Texas-Alabama game. Jatavion Sanders' receiving yards dropped down to 38.5.
Wow. I'm assuming you went over that.
I did.
Yeah.
Technically, it's the more. They like more or less.
Gotta go more or less. So you went more. Didn't you go? You went with a lot of mores on receivers for that game, and you went a little bit on some Aggies, didn't you?
I have. Yes.
Okay.
I tried to get more A&M bets in. Excuse me, entries. But the system locked it out at 2:30.
Picks.
Because the game is supposed to play at 2:30. They've got A.D. Mitchell at 37.5 receiving yards.
Ooh, okay.
And then Jordan Whittington is at 35.5.
And you went more on those? Oh, I see Miami Hurricanes.
I see more on everything.
Ready. Catch, I got to tell you, I'm pumped. They're coming through smoke. I got a cooler right next to me. We're going with a little, we're going to go for the A&M game. Look at this beautiful can. We're going with a Pinthouse Yakima Sun Club. Look at that beautiful can. We're going to start with a 5.
You're going to get buzzed, aren't you?
We're going to start. There's a good chance. We're going to start with a 5 on the ABV. We're going to save the electric jellyfish for Texas and Alabama and catch in case I need it. In this cooler right down here, I have a second jellyfish. If we need a double stinger, I've got 2 jellyfish in this cooler. All right? I'm just telling you. So here comes the crack.
Hey.
Oh, there it is.
The worst situation in college football today.
Okay.
Purdue at Virginia Tech.
Hudson Card.
Purdue gets the ball, goes down the field, scores a touchdown, 7-0. They get Virginia Tech, I think, must have been a punt. Purdue gets the ball back. First quarter action, and the game went into a lightning delay at like 11:15.
And they're still there?
They're still in a delay in the first quarter.
That is crazy. All right, Catch, let's do a play-by-play check. I'm watching Aggies come out of a tunnel right now, throwing hands up in the air. I'm seeing the Miami end zone. Aggie defensive line, Turner, Nolan, Stewart, Walter Nolan highlight. What are you seeing?
Well, I'm seeing the same thing you are. We will officially time it up if we need to once we get a clock.
Ooh, I like these highlights showing some big-time Aggie defensive players.
They're getting you moist over there, aren't they?
Dude, I'm so nervous for this one. I'm so excited. I'm trying not to chew on fingernails. I've chewed a little bit of one fingernail, but other than that, I've kind of stayed away. I'm a nervous fingernail chewer. So if anybody catches me doing it, let me hear it on the chat. I want to have fingernails when we get to the end of this day.
You're like Joe Ely.
Oh my God, exactly. Aggies rocking the road whites today, going with the all whites with the clean maroon helmet, white face mask, the ones we grew up with. Miami's going with the orange. It's not exactly a play.
Before this series, the last 2 years, how long had it been since Miami and A&M had played?
That's a good question. I think there was one in the past like 10 or 15 years sprinkled in. But it had been a little while. Last year's game was ugly. That was a clunky, ugly, weird game. I didn't think either team was fantastic. So now that we've had this weather, I wonder if the field's affected at all. This is a big-time NFL stadium, obviously, so probably not. Miami wants to run the ball. They want to get physical and nasty. The Aggies, ironically now, appear to want to get with it on a passing game. So we'll see what that looks like.
I need Evan Stewart to catch some passes today.
Yeah, see, we got Catch because of Prize Picks. Catch is rooting for Aggie receivers. I'm so excited about that.
True.
That's what House Divided is all about. 12 to 3 weekdays, we go House Divided on Orangebloods Live. Today is about the House Divided teams trying to get 2 big road wins. Jimbo is 1-6 the last 2 years in road games, and Sark is 3-6. We need that to change today. We need Miami to go down. We need Bama to go down. My man Randy Bond is out there to kick it. Aggies are going to go on defense first. Catch Walter Nolan, McKinley Jackson, and the Dogs are coming out early to try to make Mr. Van Dyke's day a rough one.
All right. So, what was that? Am I ahead of you?
You must be, because I just saw the kick. Tell me what you're seeing.
I need to pause.
Okay, tell me. You tell me what you're seeing. What's the clock say for you?
Well, don't worry about the clock. It's about what you're about to see.
Okay, all right. You go ahead and call this first play for me, Catch, and I'll time it from there.
A man got horse tackled.
Woo! Glad they didn't call. That's a 12th man.
That's the 12th man
right there. Look at Sam Matthews starting the game with some attitude.
All right. I have paused my television to make sure that we get a little bit more in sync.
All right.
Because I feel like I was a good 10 seconds ahead of you.
I got Van Dyke in the shotgun. I got the camera floating 1st and 10 for Miami. They are in a 3-by-1 set. Man in motion. Snap to Van Dyke. Handoff straight up the middle. 14:51 and rolling. What do you think?
Well, then I held the damn pause button. I'm okay. Don't you worry.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm going to keep going? Okay.
We're good.
All right. We were good. First drive of the game, the watch along with the Aggies and Hurricanes. Remember that OB5 code for Pinthouse. Get your orders ready for Texas and Alabama. $5 off your order of $20 or more. Get your plan together. Van Dyke back to throw, passing the flat, go make a tackle. Look at that right there. Swarming Aggie defense. Mr. Cooper.
What does it mean for you if the Aggies win today?
I get to finally stop worrying about one freaking road win for the last 2 years, and it's at Missouri. Beating a name like Miami, even though they're not Miami of old, obviously. Jimbo needs this one. A&M needs this one for a little attitude. They can't.
Someone wants to know, Chad, do you have enough tissues on hand to dry all of the Aggie tears when the U wins?
You know what? How dare you? How dare you is the answer to that.
Come on, Brandon.
There might be tissues in this room somewhere. There might be tissues in this house somewhere, but I don't think I'm going to need them. And there's really no need to be saying such things. We had a little drop ball / good defensive play right there. You know what? He wasn't on him. Beautiful no call.
What do you got on the clock right now?
Great timing by Chappelle. I got 13:39 and a punt's about to happen.
Oh!
I got 13:39. Your O tells me something happens on this punt. Aggie's coming to get a punt. They blocked the punt. Look,
that's what I said. I said, oh.
That's what I'm talking about. Aggies.
But I'm
block
ahead of
punt.
you.
You are ahead of me. I might need to get a little need to get a little pause going. Was that a block?
When we get the play clock going on the next play.
Woo, I will. Catch, I'm going to make sure I get this
on the play clock.
Catch, I'm going to make sure I get his name right. I think that's Ja'Day Walker. Transfer from Cleveland. It is a receiver coming in there and doing it. Look at Ja'Day Walker, ladies and gentlemen.
Cleveland, or did he play at Cleveland?
He is from Cleveland.
Cleveland State.
Cleveland State, mate. Yeah, it just says Cleveland. I got hometown is Cleveland, Ohio. Hometown is Cleveland. All right, big opportunity here. Big opportunity for the Aggies, Catch.
I got some action on Wigman in this game, too. I don't want any Aggie rushing yards.
Okay, well, here it comes.
Unless Wigman does it. I want
Connor
all
Wigman coming. 13:27 to go. First quarter. Aggies just blocked a punt. They got the ball on the 15-yard line of Miami for the very first snap offensively of the game. Connor Wigman in a shotgun formation. A little bit of a pistol. Snap back. Throw to the left side. He gets it out to Daniels. Daniels up the left sideline, and it's almost a first down on the first play. And we're jawing. We're jawing because it's a big-time game in South Beach. Nice play to start, Catch. A little swing pass to – how about a swing pass to a running back? Is that okay?
So give me what do we got on the play clock?
Play clock, I got 25, 24, 23, 22, 21.
We're good. We're in sync now.
Excellent. Connor Wigman shotgun. Daniels is the back to his right. You just need 1 yard for a first down. That's a first down. Is it going to be a touchdown? Almost on his way. First down.
That's what we needed.
What's that? That's not?
No rushing touchdowns.
You don't want to rush. That's right. You don't need a rushing. You know what? They set it up perfectly for you, though. There's going to be
I'm okay with rooting for the Aggies to an extent.
Pass is coming right here. Pass coming right here. Oh, no, it's Wigman. You got your Wigman. Touchdown, Aggies. That's Connor Wigman on a touchdown. Are you okay?
I'm okay because I've got his fantasy score. So that's 6 for me.
How about that for a quick strike?
Connor Wigman that boy comb his hair in the picture that they're using to show his face.
Oh, man. Blake, can I get a 6 right next to that Aggie logo? It's going to look so pretty this early in the afternoon. Connor Wigman on a little zone read keeper.
That was the old 3-play, 15-yard drive.
Woo-wee! 7-0 Aggies to start. Special team. You know, Catch, they say special teams. It's a part of it. That's a third of the game. Can I get a 12th man making a big-time tackle? And can I get a receiver blocking a punt? It's Beamer ball today at South Beach.
It doesn't matter if we're behind. What matters is that we're in sync.
That's right. That's right. We are behind, but in sync.
What that does is allows you to get in sync with us.
That's right.
If we're ahead of you, there's no chance that can happen scientifically.
Oh, I like that. That's deep. Yes, yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Scientifically, if we're ahead and you can't catch up, what you need is for us to come back to the pack.
Right. Okay. So they need us to, you're saying they need to be ahead of us and then they can pause, right? They can sync. Y'all all sync the way you want to. I was told this week that we need to do the occasional little play-by-play moments so y'all know when to sync and where to sync. And we appreciate everybody syncing. Catch, Doc Hastings told me he's syncing up today. He said he's going to put us on his phone. I didn't. When you're on an old person's phone, you know you're somewhere. You know what I mean?
Well, my question is, does he have a flip phone? What's he working with? What's that old man packing?
He does not have a flip phone. He does not have a flip phone. I think it's a Windows phone. Okay. I think it's one of those. Yeah, a Windows phone. I think is what that one is. He says he's going to have us on the phone and then the TV on. So we'll see if he can get all synced up. Thanks to the folks that are checking out the watch along already. Almost up to 200. Specs chat line. Thank you to Specs. Remember specsonline.com if you just forgot something and you need to get something sent to the house. And don't forget Pinthouse. Cass, did you notice my pizza box is in the background? I ate my Pinthouse earlier.
What? You put the pizza boxes above your head? That is a man dedicated to his craft.
I thought, if we're going with they gave me the great Pinthouse medal sign, but then I saw those boxes and I brought them home and I thought, well, those are perfect signs. So I finished off the cannonball. I finished off my daughter's build your own, and it was beautiful. Those are the boxes for the small. If you just want a nice sort of individually sized pizza, go with the small. They've got multiple sizes, and do they have multiple beers for you at Pinthouse. Again, I'm going with the Yakima to start it off with, the old Yakima Sun Club. It's a nice, easy drinking, cold IPA. Remember, the Pinthouse folks will teach you that just because it's got that IPA on it doesn't mean it's bitter. They got all kinds of different IPAs, all kinds of great tasting stuff. And use the code OB5 to get $5 off the online order of $20 or more.
Check out George. Greetings.
Go ahead,
from
George.
Berlin, Germany.
Greetings from Berlin, Germany. Prost. Beautiful.
Johnny. Come on, Johnny. Where'd you go? Here we go.
What's happening? The people being rude. Catch is a loser. That's it. Somebody actually wanted to go into the chat just to call you a loser.
I mean, it's fair.
That's rude is what it is.
I mean, it is rude, but I'm a Phillies fan, a Sixers fan, a Cowboys fan, and I cover Texas football for a living. I ain't seen a lot of winning.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Catch, we talked about this with Texas, Alabama. We'll obviously see if this can come true for Texas later. We talked about road games, quick starts. Jimbo this week said a quick start doesn't get you a win. It gets you confidence. 7-0 A&M this quickly into the game is big. Also, I think this is huge, Catch, because this environment in Miami is not known to be badass. It's not known to be like a wolf's den you're going into. If this fan base feels like it's going the wrong way, they'll leave. They'll leave. They'll calm down. They'll back off. So what A&M does in the next few minutes here is really, really big.
Is it wrong that I think this Tyler Van Dyke guy sucks?
I don't think that's wrong. I haven't seen a ton out of him yet to make me really believe. Nice little pass out to the flat there to Miami, trying to get some yardage established.
I think Miami kind of sucks, man.
I think Van Dyke's all right. I was not overly impressed in last year's game. Haven't been overly impressed with him yet. I think if Miami wins this game today, it's because they get nasty with a run game.
I'm just going to keep talking so much trash about him that it reverse jinxes.
I see what you're doing. Yeah, I see what you're doing. Just like at the beginning when I thought you weren't even going to jump into the thing, I thought you were setting me up for a solo watch along. That's what I thought you were doing. There's a big run for a first down for Miami.
I'm not going to see my family for. See, you're good. You already haven't seen your family because they're out of town.
They're out of town. That's right. We're alone. It's me and the dog. The football dog is sleeping right over there.
I was in a situation where I needed to say goodbye to the wife and kids because it's going to be like 8 hours before I see any of them.
In case y'all missed that, that's holding on the U. That's holding on Miami. On this replay they're showing right now, this is just it's a football crime how much he grabbed him. Look at that jersey grab. Of course that's
I'm usually a let it go kind of guy.
Come on, Catch.
You can't grab the whole jersey. If it stretches in front of the official, they have to call it. It's a rule. It's true.
That stretched a good foot when he grabbed it. Yeah, sets up a long situation now. That backs it up to, what is this, like second and about 11? Oh, sorry, 3rd and 10. Okay, 3rd and 10 or 10 and a half. 10. Miami trying to convert. Short pass completed. Got to go tackle somebody, and the Aggies do. It's going to be 4th and short now.
That was a Greg Davis 3rd and 10 call.
It really was.
Let's throw it 0 yards so that, because the guy made some nice yak.
Yeah.
The problem is when you catch the damn ball 11 yards from the first down marker, it makes converting difficult.
Yeah, it does make it a little bit tough. That'd
have been a great play call on 3rd and 3.
Yeah.
It's like,
no, they had it.
You got 7. Good job.
Penalty obviously stops that drive completely. Good tackle. Aggies are going to get the ball back, assuming they field the punt cleanly. Punt's going to roll inside the 20. Anaya Smith covers.
Why
and
did he feel compelled to do that?
What's that?
What was the upside in jumping on the ball there?
Well, I think is that old thing with the punt? Does it exist in college
first?
Right, where you're allowed to try to field it, and then if you don't hit it,
dumb. Don't do that again, Smith.
No, I wouldn't do that. I didn't love that one either.
It wasn't like the ball was going anywhere. He just for no reason decided, hey, wet field, it just got done raining. Let's test it out. What could go wrong?
Broadcast doing it. How about a split screen of Jimbo and Bobby Petrino?
Why is Bobby Petrino wearing sunglasses in the shade?
Yeah, exactly. Got to keep it cool. He's in Miami. He's got to look cool. He's Bobby Petrino. All right. There's probably a girl on a motorcycle waiting for him in the parking lot.
I was going to say, some things can't be cool no matter. Oh.
Yeah, Connor. Oh, and we're going to get a flag on that. So it looked like
I think that is a little, let it go.
Yeah, well, here,
I think.
Yeah, I think what happened is it looked like there was a false start going to be called on the Aggies. Wigman stopped. Everybody stopped except the Miami guy. So now you have to figure out, is there a penalty here?
Wigman jumping up, arms all the way expanded out, begging for the call is a good way to get a call.
Yeah, he's trying. Let's see.
We had a false start.
False start. Are they still calling that penalty?
Well, what do you think should happen there? I think it should go back 5 and up 15. Is that what they're going to do?
I think so. They're calling both of them, and it's still going to be first down. So, yeah, back 5 would have been 1st and 15, but then what? So now it's a first down?
Well, it was always first down.
Right, but I'm saying now
down.
But now it just reverts back to 1st and 10 like nothing happened?
No, because I think A&M is going to get 10 yards out of this.
Okay. I'm saying, yeah. You're right. I'm sorry, but 1st and 10, but just 10 yards up the field. Like you're just getting a new set of downs here, basically. Yeah, that's what they're doing.
The same set of downs, but 10 yards up the field.
Yeah, I don't know if I love that combo. I feel for Miami fans right now what they're thinking, because that guy's just trying to play football, and I don't know if it was that egregious. I don't know if it needed a 15-yard flag. If that
had been Dak Prescott, you'd have been like, where's the flag? In the NFL, that's definitely a flag.
Yeah, I guess
that's
so.
Where I'm at.
I guess so. All right, fair enough.
In the NFL, you can't 2 forearm shiver the quarterback after a false start.
And that's you saying that, so I will go with that one. I will go with that. Aggies back at it, out to the 27-yard line. Pitch. Oh, nice little run here from Amari Daniels. Daniels is the only running back that's played so far these first 2 drives. If everybody's
I know this isn't a good version of the U.
How's that?
Can you name a player on that defense?
Without looking at the roster that I have pulled up, no. But I'll admit I have not done my research. I've not done a lot of research on that.
Yeah. That's why know that the U is not the U anymore.
That's probably true. 5 minutes gone in the first player. 5 minutes gone, first quarter, 7-0 Aggies. Aggies on a drive. Daniels with a run to the left side. Another good run for Daniels. It's going to be 3rd and short for the Aggies. Great setup there, Catch. Great down and distance coming. If the Aggies can run like that, these last 2 plays, that is bad news for Miami.
Big U.S. Open match tonight.
They just got out on court, didn't they, Coco Gauff? You going to keep me up to date?
I'm not sure. Is that tonight? I was just doing a joke because I saw them advertising the men.
It's not just tonight. It's like right now. I think they're literally getting started right now.
Okay. Well, I'll give everybody updates.
Come on, Coco. 3rd and 2. Do you throw the ball here? 3-by-1 set.
I'm
3 receivers.
Throwing it on every snap if I'm A&M.
3 receivers to the right. We really haven't seen the Aggie receivers get involved. In fact, Wigman's thrown.
Stewart.
Timeout A&M. They're going to think about it. Catch, let's think about this. There has not been a completed pass to an Aggie receiver yet.
Go route.
They threw a swing to Daniels. It is 3rd and 2, and they just had 2 successful runs. So this is an interesting moment of Jimbo on the sideline, Petrino in his sunglasses up in the booth. You know what one of them wants to do, and you know what the other one wants to do. What's about to happen here? What gets called?
Petrino's looking at co-eds in the stands during timeouts. Whatever you want, Jimbo.
You know what? That's a great point. I will be impressed as an Aggie fan if we get through this game and it feels like Petrino was focused all day, because there are hotties in Miami. I mean,
The thing is, you would think Petrino would be susceptible to poor decision making with women just in general. Like if you were a woman looking to hustle a man,
Yes.
you'd go hustle Bobby. I mean, he's full of mistakes. A woman looking to run a scam on a guy would have Petrino's credit card in like 35 minutes.
Oh my
No doubt
God.
about it.
Yeah, I cannot disagree with what you're saying. I cannot disagree with that.
Whereas the word on the street with Jimbo is that he watches these things very closely.
He pays really close attention. Really close attention.
That's an internet joke for those of you in the in the chat that are down with the internet rumors.
Down with no. I'm not down with those rumors. Not now. I'm not down. I'm not down with those rumors. While we're in a commercial break here, Catch, let's update everybody on this Pinthouse football special. There's a couple of them going on. Longhorn fans, listen to me now. If you wear your Longhorn gear to your favorite Pinthouse location, you get $2 off pints during Texas football games.
Ooh.
You hear what I'm saying? Just wear your Longhorn gear. $2 off pints during UT games. Now, Catch, get this. Tomorrow, first NFL Sunday. On Sundays, Pinthouse offers $4 off pitchers during live NFL action.
Oh, okay. So you need to get your butt down to Pinthouse on Burnett Road, or give them the other location.
You got Burnett, you got your South Lamar, or you got the Big Daddy on Ben White, and I'm going to be at the Big Daddy on Ben White for the Wyoming game, because right now Spectrum and ESPN are fighting, and that means Longhorn Network is not in my house. So I got to go find Longhorn Network next week for Longhorns Cowboys. I'm going to do it at the Pinthouse Ben White location. Catch, I'm even going to try to get myself a tour. I'm told I can get some kind of tour during the week, or maybe it's the day of, but I'm going to get to like do the tour and smell hops and all that kind of stuff. That's happening.
Look, it's the Ben White location, right?
Yes, I've never been.
We did a Orangebloods event there maybe 6 months ago. How long ago was that, Blake? Yeah, 6 months-ish.
Yeah.
It's like the Death Star. It's got all kinds of levels and areas to watch the game and bars. And so, yeah, you'll have a good time. Obviously, I love the Burnett Road location. I've got to hit the Lamar. I haven't done the Lamar location yet.
All right, here we go. Aggies 3rd and 2. What do you call Bobby Petrino?
Blitz him, Miami. Blitz him.
Wegman. Oh, nice pass out of the backfield. There's your freshman catch. You wanted to see a freshman? Ruben Owens out of the
I said
backfield.
I wanted to throw the ball to the receivers.
You know what? You just got to stop this.
No good.
You got to let this Aggie offense just wash over you, Catch. You can't be worried about who's throwing. Look at this scheming. Look at the Bobby Petrino scheming. We're kicking it out to running backs like we're throwing to Roger Craig back in the 80s. Ruben Owens, ladies and gentlemen.
Ruben Owens on a wheel route.
Ruben Owens on a wheel. 2 passes completed, both to running backs. No receivers yet. Wegman under pressure gets one away. That was good pressure from Miami, straight up the middle, right in Wigman's face.
Is that
Second
Joey
10
Porter
coming up
Jr.?
for the
What
Aggies.
we got going on there?
8:37 to go. Catch, that was bad news on the left side. Mr. Zune, the young left tackle, just let somebody fly right by. And Jake Johnson.
Man. You know what that is? That's 3 versus 2 in that situation. That guy's running free. Wigman's got to see that and get rid of it faster.
Yeah, Jake Johnson just bailed on that play. Maybe he was supposed to pick up a little bit of that block, but he did not do it. So 2nd and 10. We'll see what the Aggies do needing long yardage. Wegman almost slips, throws a pass. What a catch. What a catch. It's Owens again. Oh, no, it's a catch. Got to be a catch. Why did I just turn into Seinfeld? I have no idea. It's a catch. Got to be a catch. Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
Jimbo's nipples are really hard right now.
That is a strange thing to say out loud. Ruben Owens, yeah, he didn't catch it. Ruben Owens tried to make a really difficult catch.
Watch the next time they go to Jimbo. Look at his nipples.
I am not going to look at Jimbo Fisher's nipples. I'm not sure why you just
those things
told me to do
can
that.
cut diamonds, Chad.
I don't need to know these things. 3rd and 10 for the Aggies. 8.5 to go, and Catch is talking about Jimbo Fisher's nipples.
Because they can cut diamonds, Chad.
First Aggie watch along, getting weird. Got to tell you. But that's probably fitting.
These are the things I noticed in live television. Show Jimbo.
Hey,
Come on,
eight and a half.
not his back. Nobody wants to see the back.
Catch, I don't like 8.5 first quarter. Both two timeouts getting used already. I don't like that.
They're just timeouts.
I'm not liking it. Okay. Thanks. 8.5 to go first quarter if Sark burns 2 timeouts tonight. I bet you Texas fans feel that. I bet you they feel that.
Do those Arby's wings do anything for you?
No.
Me either. When was like my kids know we've got the meats. Like my kids love to just say that out loud.
Yeah.
But they've never been to an Arby's.
Really?
It makes me wonder how effective your advertising is if what you do sucks.
No. Now let's be clear here. You asked about the wings. I love Arby's.
Love Arby's?
I love Arby's.
When was the last time you went to Arby's?
We hit Arby's probably out of every 4 trips we make to Sugarland to see the in-laws. We'll hit Arby's probably on 2 of those 4.
You're doing like roadside Arby's.
We do the Arby's on I-10 that's part of a gas station.
There you go. Okay, well then that makes total sense.
It's excellent. I'm still into the beef and cheddar. That #1 brisket sandwich is on point. Oh, I'll give me some Arby's. Don't mess around now. I'll go after some Arby's. But the wings I don't love. I don't think they're great. I don't think that is a super high quality. But all these sandwiches they've done and the whole We Have the Meats vibe, I think they're killing that. Just like I'm killing this Pinthouse beer. Not killing, I'm sipping. I'm pacing myself. Pacing. There's pace
more
happening.
Fun when you don't pace.
Yakima, trust me. By the end of this day, there's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, we're having fun. So far, we're having fun. I'm having a blast right now because A&M's got a lead. I just don't like that they're calling all these timeouts. Almost 200 people in the watch along right now. Thank you so much. That QR code up there with the badass Pinthouse logo, it's waiting on you. Your code is OB5, $5 off your online order of $20 or more. You just had a conversation with your wife, husband, kid, or stranger, and you said, what are we going to do for Texas Bama? We haven't planned food. I just planned it for you. Cannonball. That's all you need to know. If you're like me and you love a meat pizza, just click on that and go Cannonball and some Pinthouse beer. There. Cannonball and a jellyfish. I just planned your meal for you. Go. That's it. Boom. What do you think of the Aggies so far, Catch? How concerned are you? We've seen no receivers.
Slightly concerned.
The only receiver that's made an impact blocked a punt. I did not expect that at 8.5 in the first quarter with a lead, by the way.
It makes me think that we haven't seen the best of this A&M team yet because I think the best part, they're winning this game early on.
Yep.
And they're doing it without leaning on their big dogs.
Here's what I love, though, Catch. I'm such a football nerd when it comes to some of the X's and O's stuff. I love quarterbacks that can make a swing pass look easy. I like it when those swing passes to running backs and swing passes to receiver. I like it when it just looks simple. I thought Wigman has looked good on those. Now he needs to just start throwing the other stuff. Now we'll need to see, are they taking shots? Are they doing what they did against New Mexico? Back at it here on a 3rd down. This is a different kind of 3rd down. This is 3rd and 10 for Bobby Petrino. And we're going 5 wides, Catch. 3 by 2. 3 receivers on the right side for Wigman. In a shotgun. Wigman back to pass. Got a little protection. Pass across the middle. That's got to be a PI. Thank you very much. There will be a flag. You can't do that. That is a penalty.
How do they do it now? It's such a bad penalty for Miami because it was 3rd and 10, and Wigman throws that ball for what would have been a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, I thought I agree with you. Catch, just get him to the ground.
Situational awareness there is awful. They're actually calling a holding call. I thought that was just flat out pass interference.
Yeah, he grabbed a hold.
Oh, it was hold, actually.
Yeah,
I guess you could call both.
Yeah, that's just 51 for Miami realizing I have got to stop this play. I've got to blow this whole thing up. It doesn't matter what they call on me. I have got to blow this play up.
In the end, it did kind of matter what they called on him.
Yep, exactly. So he realized whatever they're about to call here, I have got to grab and go. By the way, that was Noah Thomas, Catch. I've been talking about number 3 for a while now. Noah Thomas, the kid from Pearland. That's who that was going across the middle.
It doesn't do me any good if the kid doesn't catch the ball.
No, I'm just saying that's what 51 had watched the film and he realized, oh, this is that badass that caught 3 touchdowns last week. I'm going to have to snatch him to the ground. Otherwise, I'm about to get burned. That's what he thought.
I will say this. Neither of these teams is screaming top 10 in the country.
I agree.
Whereas A&M right now clearly looks like the better team early on in this game. It feels like we're watching just two. We may be watching one pretty good team and one not so pretty good team.
I think that may be fair by the end of the game. What I'd like to see out of the Aggies, you were talking about what it means for me if they win this game. Obviously, it means they stay ranked. That's step one. I'd like to see the Aggies threaten to be a back end of the top 15 kind of team. That's what I'd like to see them do. I got them winning 9 games this year. So to me, if you're in that 9-3 neighborhood, that's generally where you end up. You end up at the backside of that top 15. That's where I'd like to see them by the end of the year. So we'll see if they can look like that today. I thought they've looked really good so far on offense. They haven't looked totally like themselves yet. They haven't really gotten after the receivers. If I'm a Miami fan and I know A&M, I am worried because the Aggies have not done anything like they did in the first game, really, and they are still controlling this ball game. This run game for A&M, look at this run. Around the right side, that is Daniels. The Aggies are chopping Miami up in the run game catch. High level of concern if you're a fan of the U right now. I mean, this is not going the way you want. Aggie offensive line is doing a great job. That's out on Basantes' side, the young kid at right tackle that you talked about on the show a few days ago.
I don't know who's at center for who. There's a lot of helmets in play.
There are. There really are.
If you're asking about later tonight, who the F is at center, Jake Majors?
I was going to say, is there something I don't know? Why wouldn't it be Jake Majors?
If you're asking me who's at center for A&M, you need to ask Chad that question. I don't know.
That's Foster. It's Bryce Foster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I'm not, I think I'm pretty sure I just saw, I think Big 6'1's in there.
Mark, I see you're asking about the Longhorn depth chart. Look, Jake Major, they are not changing the starting center on the road at Alabama.
No.
It's not
happening. Do it. All right, big play here, catch 3rd and 4 for the Aggies. 6:20 and counting in the first quarter. A&M has really controlled everything. Short drive for the first touchdown. They're trying to put a long drive together for one here.
Let's see a 70-yard touchdown pass to Evan Stewart.
Here comes Wigman, back to throw, pass complete. Oh, that's a good open field tackle. Don't like a
67 yards short of what I needed.
I don't like that is Evan Stewart. You got your Evan Stewart, but Evan tried to cute that one catch. He didn't just head to the line to gain. He tried to backtrack and it didn't work. 4th down. You're the Aggies. Do you go or kick it?
I'm going for it.
See, I'd kick here.
With what I've seen. He's going to kick the field goal. I don't like it.
With what I've seen so far, I kick this thing. I take a 2-score lead, and I dare Miami to go up and down the field on me because they're not doing that yet. I would kick this thing. Let's see. I am also a conservative, defensive-minded Aggie fan that was raised on Wrecking Crew. All right? I understand. I used to get happy about winning games 13-6, so understand that. That does happen. Miami takes a timeout now, which is weird because I think the Aggies are kicking a field goal. So why would you burn your first timeout here if the other team's just going to kick?
Hey, Paul has a message for you.
Here we go. Paul says, Chad, we need the Aggies to lose badly so Texas can steal some recruits. Think you're being very selfish for rooting for the Aggies, knowing it only hurts Texas. That's interesting. That's an interesting point. I'll consider that as I'm watching the game.
Never mind where you went to school, Chad.
I don't know how strongly
Texas needs to steal some recruits.
I'll consider it. You know what? There's plenty of recruits to go around. Plenty of recruits to go around in the house divided. As long as Oklahoma, Alabama, and Clemson and Ohio State don't end up with them. All right, Randy Bond. I need a big hit right here, baby.
For A&M for 19 years.
There is, what is that again?
What?
What'd you say for 19 years? What?
I just said it feels like Randy Bond has been kicking for A&M for a while.
Randy Bond is on the Carlos Huerta plan to pick a Miami guy from back in the day. Yes, 10-0 Aggies. Field goal good. 5:25 to go in the first quarter. So catch. You would have gone for it there.
No,
And not just because of your prize pick stuff, but you would have gone for it there.
Nah, I'd have kicked the field goal. Take the points.
Yeah, I mean, right now it just feels like A&M is
I have no real interest in this game other than watching you. So like anarchy.
Oh no, I don't want anarchy.
See some anarchy. Go for it on 4th and 7 from.
I don't need anarchy.
That's not 10-0. Can we get a little wild with it?
It's not what I need. I don't need wild.
Miami ain't scored. You guys might shut Miami out.
Okay, easy now.
I've seen in the first 10 minutes of this game.
There is no need to start saying things like that and trying to jinx my Aggies. You don't need to do. Catch. Look at these empty seats in the end zone at Hard Rock. What are we doing, Canes fans? The Aggies are in town. Jimbo and Petrino have brought the show to you, and you didn't show up. What is happening? It's not like you have a beat. Oh, you have a beach to go to? Wait.
It's like a Halloween game where everybody dressed up as Miami Dolphins seats.
Yeah, never mind. Y'all do have a beach to go to and a bunch of good-looking people to look at. Okay, fine. But it's funny. Kirk Herbstreit said it this morning on game day. He said if the Noles aren't coming to town, they don't care, meaning Miami fans as far as packing the stadium. I like what I'm seeing so far there because it does not feel like it's a big-time environment in terms of the home team in this one. So Miami, how about that? First downs, 5-0 for the Aggies. Miami does not have a first down yet in this game. They're going to try to run the ball, and they are not getting there. Chet, talk to me about Walter Nolan.
Is this what it's like whenever we do a show and I just don't stop talking and you try and then you just, okay, I'm learning lessons here. It's good for me.
Kind of, probably. I should probably.
Fair enough.
I should probably take breaths. Catch, talk about Walter Nolan. How good a recruit, how good a player. He just made a great tackle. How good is he?
I mean, he's a future NFL player. You know, the question was after he allegedly took the A&M bag, would he transfer out after a year? And he didn't. Makes him a real ag.
Yeah.
Like he's hanging around for more than just a bag of money. I like that about him.
Well, there was a thought, and you know it. There was this thought that a whole bunch of guys were just going to leave A&M out of that class, and they did not. Great pass for Miami. It's a big play going down the right side. Aggies just got burned twice on passes. A&M has to run a Miami receiver down at about that's all the way down to about the 20-25. Now that crowd's fired up.
26 big play for Miami. Looks like – who's that in coverage?
That was the guy chasing is Damani Richardson. He got burned on that play. I love Damani to death. He's one of my Waxahachie guys. He's my Waxahachie brother, and
now
he's
a leader on this team. Didn't go pro last year.
What's that?
I said I just found out why Damani Richardson didn't go pro.
No, how dare you? How dare you?
He's a big safety.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, I don't know that is the guy that I want matching up with that little tiny guy.
No, I was just going to say that's a great matchup for Miami. They got the smaller, quicker guy on Damani, and that's not what A&M wants. That's a bad – if they switched to it, it was bad, and if it was just a straight matchup, it was bad.
Let's get a Miami touchdown here so that this game gets interesting.
I really don't know that we need that, but I think we're about to get it. Great run to the left side. Miami – that's what they need to do, Catch. I mean, I think they just threw the blueprint out. If you're going from the Miami –
Don't run the ball where the monsters are.
Yeah, right. Don't run right at Walter Nolan might be a good idea. But for those of you watching, and I know there are going to be a lot of you in the watch along today rooting against my Aggies and for Miami, what you need is the last 3 plays to just keep happening. Set things up with a pass and then come at them with the run game. This Aggie defense last year, they could be had. They could absolutely be had.
You're right. I just wanted to say he is a tweener. Absolutely. You read my mind.
Who, Damani?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good player, though.
Oh, he definitely is. There's no doubt. At that next level, that's another question, right?
I don't know. I don't exactly know where I need to play him. I know this. Don't put him in coverage against that little guy anymore.
Yeah, that's a bad move. For those watching the game, that number 21 that just made the tackle, that's the kid from the 254. That's the kid from Temple, Torian York, true freshman that is a starter already for A&M at linebacker, which tells you a little bit about him and a little bit about A&M linebackers the last couple of years.
It tells me I underrated him as a prospect.
Yeah, Van Dyke with a pass and a touchdown. Little swing pass out to the side. Miami scores. It's about to be 10-7 with an extra point. That is a big-time drive.
All right, we got a ball game, Chad.
Yeah, 2-score game just became a 1-score game. You and I always talk about this, Catch. 2 scores going to 3 scores can be so huge. Anytime you're at a 10-0 game, a 14-0 game, anything like that, the biggest thing, obviously, is who scores next. Had A&M scored next, you feel like, oh, here we go. But now Miami scores next. And like you said, now you feel like you're in a ball game. A&M's got to reset, recalibrate things. It's about to be 10-7. Aggies.
Oh!
That is the score.
Big news out of Flushing Meadows.
Tell us.
Coco.
Yes.
Just broke Sabalenka first set. She now has a 3-2 lead. Spike Lee going crazy at the Women's U.S. Open final.
Coco up a break in the first. That's key. Sabalenka is a nutcase. She will scream, yell, holler at her box, throw rackets. Coco's got to get her off her game mentally.
Hello, Nicole Kidman. Hey, now.
She will flip out in front of that crowd if it happens. And the crowd's all for Coco.
Kidman just flirted with the camera at the U.S. Open. And it reminded me how fine Nicole Kidman is.
Dude, the stars come out for these tennis matches. I don't know if you've been watching, but the pretty people are out, the famous people are out, and Coco's been a big reason why.
Did you see that Wu-Tang went to Colorado today?
No, is that right?
Like, basically every living member of Wu-Tang was at the CU Nebraska game. It gives you an idea of what Colorado is doing from an interest standpoint. When I went to Lids yesterday to buy those T-shirts, the woman that worked in the mall told me that all week long people have been coming in buying Colorado stuff.
Wow.
In Houston.
In Houston.
That's crazy. And today I'm on a text message exchange with about 10 guys that I went to high school with back in the day. Clearly. All of them talking about Colorado today.
Yeah.
So
it's a great crossover story. It's great for sports folks too. Did you see Michael Irvin was there today?
I did not.
Yep, Michael Irvin was there, rocking a buff shirt, supporting Dion.
Hey, while we're waiting, because we may get like a television timeout here, are they going to go straight to action? I don't know. We still got 40 seconds. Let me plant this seed as a piece of conversation.
All right.
What do you think Troy Aikman thinks about Michael Irvin working with Skip Bayless on Fox?
I hadn't thought of that angle yet. I don't know. That's a good question.
Because Irvin and Aikman love each other.
Irvin and Aikman love each other, and Troy Aikman and Skip Bayless. What's the nice way to say this?
Troy loathes. Let me put it to you like this: if Skip were on fire, and Troy had drank 8 gallons of water and had to go to the bathroom really bad, he'd hold it until Skip and his burning body had completely run out of embers.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know. I'm assuming who knows? Maybe there's been a text or a call or two about that. This is a big drive for the Aggies right here, Catch.
I mean, Skip basically wrote in a book that Troy Aikman was gay.
Oh yeah. Not basically. He did. Yeah.
And Troy didn't like that, for the record.
Yeah, Troy was not a fan. 8 was not a fan of the rumor and not a fan of the fact that anybody did that. Yeah, that Skip Bayless did that. Not a fan at all. All right, 3rd down coming up for the Aggies. Late first quarter. 3rd and 3.
You get when you watch the A&M watch along with Catch and Chad. You get some random 30-year-old Skip Bayless book history.
You're going to get random things depending on these games. We got a good close game here. We may end up with, we're probably going to end up with 2 of these today. Under a minute to go.
Evan Stewart.
3rd and 3. Catch needs an Evan Stewart catch, and so do I. 2x2, 4
Evan
wide set.
Stewart.
Wigman back to throw. He's under pressure. Little pass. Oh, Connor.
We got a flag.
Oh, I
So
hope
are we
it's-
going to get holding, or was there some sort of late hit on Wigman?
Yeah, there was a crowd around Wigman.
Wigman's got some happy feet in the pocket.
Yeah, he's still trying to figure that part. Yeah, he's still trying to figure that
He
part out. He's not
looks
totally
young,
comfortable.
is what Connor Wigman looks
Yeah.
young and really good, though.
Yeah,
And
he's still coming. I just wish I could roll back the clock to the middle of last year and let Jimbo make the decision quicker to get Wigman in there more. He only played in 4 games last year, I think it was. It needed to happen faster.
Yeah, because this is the stuff I'm talking about with him is the stuff that time takes care of.
Yeah, you could see it in that LSU game last year to end the season. Face mask on the Aggies is the call, and a personal foul on Miami. So we're going to replay that.
Again.
Yep, going to replay 3rd and 3. So
What
both
did they
teams
get Miami for? I know they got him for a personal foul, but
it must have been something on Wigman, like we said. That's on, or yeah, we'll see.
All right, so Foster gets called for a face mask. Fair enough.
Yeah,
that's
hands to the face. That's absolutely the call. And then what do you call here? It must have been.
It wasn't anything Wigman related. Whatever it was.
It must have been some push or shove. And Miami obviously won't be happy about that. They had their off. They were off the field.
Are
now
these
let's see
SEC officials, like, usually the road team brings the officials.
I think in these games it's a third-party conference, just like last night. Tonight, I think it's going to be a third conference that sends officials.
So we potentially
Wigman first down. Great job. Great job. We talked about this on the show, Catch, that you looked at Wigman as a little bit of a dual threat guy, and there's where he shows it off, knowing when to go, and he took off. Everything opened up the middle, and 15 takes off and ends up with a first down. Big play.
That is not what you want to see in the Alabama-Texas game later if you're Texas.
No,
those are exactly the kind of runs you're a little bit terrified of Jalen Milroe having.
Yeah, that's true. So far, catching this game
up like that.
Yeah, so far catching this game. I'm not going to try to make any controversy here, but so far it feels like some Jimbo Fisher plays were packed instead of Bobby Petrino plays. Just had a little pass out to Jake Johnson, but so far it's working. So far the Aggies are controlling this game, but it'll be interesting to see if they use a little more of that spread out receiver stuff in the second quarter. End of the first quarter, 10-7 Aggies. It's been an interesting game so far. Thanks to everybody for jumping in on the watch along. Oh, we are here. We are here for a while. I got nothing to do but watch football today, Catch. I'm sipping on a Pinthouse brew. By the way, I didn't tell you, I got a cooler right here. If I need it, I got water. I got water to stay hydrated, a little extra water. And Catch, to show you how serious I am, if I need it later, I got Pedialyte. Just in case there's a call.
Dude, you peed in that.
For hydration. No, that's Pedialyte. That's for hydration.
Hold that up. Let's
What?
put a poll up in the Specs chat.
No,
is that Pedialyte or is that Chad's pee bottle?
That's orange Pedialyte. How dare you? How dare you? You know what?
That is a bottle. Oh, I didn't want to see it. It's so gross.
Take that. Come on.
See, Sam knows. That is 100% urine.
No.
1,000%.
No. I did not just go rip torn in dodgeball. I did not do that. Necessary? Is it necessary that I drink my own urine? No. But it's sterile and I like the taste. No, that's not what just happened.
For the record, I don't know what happened in this U.S. Open match.
Yes.
Which I'm now watching.
Well, they didn't have another protest, did they?
Well, I thought that Coco had broken Sabalenka. But as it currently stands, I'm not sure what happened. But it's actually 3-2 Sabalenka over Coco, and Sabalenka is serving. So I saw Coco break her, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Bottom line is Sabalenka's up 3-2 serving.
Okay, so Sabalenka is serving with a break then. Sabalenka is
I think
serving.
they have each broken each other a couple of times. That's what's happening.
That can happen, and certainly can happen on the women's side at times. You get a little bit of a run of breaks there. We'll see what happens in that set. Earlier in the week, a protester glued his bare feet to the concrete in New York, and that caused a 50-minute delay in a match. That's why I asked you about a protest.
I like my feet too much.
No, that's dumb.
To glue them to a tennis court.
Yeah, that's just silly. Just silly. You know what's not silly?
Glue? Like, what are you using at that point?
I'm assuming it was, some big, super glue or whatever. And then they got to go up there and humanely do it. That's where you can't, because he, I think it was a he, deep down knows they're not just going to rip him out of there and they're going to cut his feet off. Like, we live in a society, so they have to take time to do it. They got to get, I guess, solvent or something, glue remover.
I like when people handcuff themselves to things and then they've like eaten the key.
Yeah, I do not when it's a sporting event I'm interested in. I hated it in the NBA. I hate it now. And the message they were giving was end fossil fuels. That's what they were doing. So anyway, whatever. So for people that are interested, for people that are planning their evening, Pinthouse Pizza, OB5. You see the code right there. It's going to stay there for you the whole watch along through this and through Texas Bama. OB5 get you that. Look at that. Look at that shot right there. Thank you, Blake. I mean, look at that. That's probably a jellyfish in that glass. Look at that.
I want that
pretzel.
Pizza.
What's that?
It just seems unfair that I live so far away from Pinthouse because you think I could like Grubhub the Pinthouse Pizza all the way to the Woodlands?
Man, I don't know, but I'd try because it is really good pizza. The Cannonball is excellent, and the pizza cold is good. There's your Jolly Rogers loyalty program. Go ahead and scan that code. $10 off your next, $10% off your next visit, $10 off your next purchase for every 175 spent. Sign up for that. The Jolly Rogers program, they got it all. They got the complete package. They got a badass logo. They got great beer. They take it seriously. It's fun, and the pizza is great. So find your location, get that set up. Thanks to Pinthouse for being the sponsor of the watch-alongs all season long. And again, I'll be at the Ben White location next week for Wyoming. Josh throws us $2 super chat. $2. Why does UT have Alfred Edwards starting at center?
For the same reason they didn't have NATO listed on the two deep. I don't even know who the hell Alfred Edwards is. So, guys, relax. I'm just telling you.
I'm just excited.
Alfred Edwards is not starting at center for the Longhorns tonight.
When did that depth chart come out, Catch? I missed it.
I don't know. Maybe they sneak these things in.
Let me just tell you, this just in for Steve Sarkisian and John Bianco. Y'all need to get those depth charts out before the Aggies kick off, all right? Otherwise, I may not be focused. Come on, let's go. Let's get it done. We are into the second quarter, about a minute in, and Miami just stopped the Aggies' drive. Aggies are about to have to punt. So early momentum catch for A&M. Looked like the Aggies not going to run away or anything, but it was 10-0. And then Miami scores, and everything's kind of balanced out here. Sandman 23 says, I'm from the Woodlands, Catch. Well, shout out to the Woodlands.
I know. I'm going to let Sandman, if you want to take me out to lunch and buy me food, probably wouldn't be lunch. It'd be like a late lunch because.
Ball! Elbow! Get that! 12th man! Get that ball!
Now, look.
Give me a football.
That is exactly why I told Anaya Smith to leave the ball alone.
Give me a ball. Yes!
And it's in the exact same part of the field.
Woo!
And Damari Richardson's big ass, I think, recovered it.
Thank you.
So he might be a tweener on defense, but he's the right size on special teams.
This just in, Catch. That number 47 for Miami is not as good as Michael Irvin. This just in.
And a hold. And they get hit with a penalty.
And a hold on Miami. Decline that bad boy. Aggie ball on the doorstep. That is a huge – well, see, there's the problem. He's one of those guys that has to put an extra jersey on when he goes out for special teams, so things tighten up a little bit. He put the Michael Irvin 47 on, and he didn't get – I think that was Edrin Cooper. Jeff Ketchum, Edrin Cooper, the linebacker, got all the way down the field, and I think he was the first guy to cover that ball along with the 12th man. Mr.
12th man,
Matthew.
a little slow on the draw there.
Whoo, big opportunity for the Aggies here.
Take his scholarship away.
Wegman, the pass into the end zone, incomplete. Looking for Jake Johnson.
I don't even know who the hell he was throwing to.
I don't either. Looked like Jake
I know
Johnson.
this George is not allowed to wear 47 ever again.
No, he is not. So far, it feels like Miami is doing a really good job. Either they're doing a really good job of neutralizing the Aggie receivers, or Wegman and this offense just aren't finding them because he's looking for backs. He's looking for tight ends. Interesting to see
they got a one-on-one matchup, just what they want at the bottom. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Touchdown. Amari Daniels straight up the gut.
Way to go, 3.
Woo! So the 2 Aggie touchdowns. One comes off a block punt, quick score, 3 plays. This one is a muffed punt recovered by the Aggies, 2 plays, and a touchdown.
Good job by that offensive line. Do I have this right? Fathery is not starting. You told me that, right?
In game 1, he was a swing tackle. That is true.
My man lost his job.
Yes. Coming off an injury. Remember that he had a spring injury. So that may factor in as well. I don't know that he's completely back off the spring injury, so that could be part of it.
Well, there's a lot of talk that he was going to enter the transfer portal. So,
there's no need.
He's not on the field right now.
There's no need to spread such rumors like that. Boy, what a great play by Edgerrin Cooper. 17-7. Aggie special teams really stepping up in this game so far. Aggie offense has not been dazzling. They haven't. They've been, effective running the ball and things like that, but they have not been outstanding when it comes to some of the things people expected. Let me throw a stat or two at the people catch. 12 for 53 for the Aggies running the ball, 4.4 a carry so far. Wegman is 6 for 10, 53 yards.
I actually don't have anything negative to say about the A&M offense so far. It's been fine.
Smith has 2 catches. Evan Stewart has 1. Again, they just haven't unleashed the wide receivers yet, but haven't really had to. And Miami has just been puking on its shoes to start this game. A horrible way to start a home game.
Well, if you're Miami, you fall down 10-0, you climb back, you score a touchdown, you make it a 10-7 game. You come out and get a stop on defense. So they're down 10-7. Yeah. Those are the plays that define games. Jacoby George drops that ball. There's 1 turnover in this game right now, and it's potentially the difference between Miami either tying or taking the lead.
Yep.
And now they're down by 10. When we're looking ahead to Texas and Alabama later tonight, it will be those kinds of plays that create cheap points.
Yeah. Well, think about yardage, Catch. In this case, you're right on the doorstep. Even though that block punt doesn't technically count as a turnover, think about the yardage difference there. That ball how far did that ball travel once they blocked it? Like 2 yards? Yeah. I mean, the yardage the Aggies have had to go, just not much at all. The longest drive they had was the field goal. Miami's handed them 14 points.
Yeah, I totally forgotten about the block punt. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
They've created 2 incredibly short fields with special teams plays.
Yeah.
You gotta love that if you're an Aggie fan. I mean, that is, the whole 12th man. And I know that the wrecking crew is the thing, but A&M at its best always had really good special teams. And everybody would talk about the 12th man. That 12th man has actually been kind of all over the field today, near things. He got the block punt too, right?
He covered the punt.
Okay.
He made the big tackle to start the game. That clothesline.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. He made the big tackle on the first kick return, and then the young receiver or the transfer receiver Walker blocked the punt. But yeah, they've been all over the place there. Definitely it feels like they're the more energetic team right now. Felt like Miami was getting back into it, and then just a horrible moment. There's a lot of things you can do that'll just break a home crowd's soul, and one of them's that. Muff a punt at your 10. You see what that does to your momentum. That is a rough moment. So just into the second quarter, And A&M now is up 2 scores again, a full 10 points at 17-7. So
I'm not real happy with A&M winning this game by 10, and none of my guys and the receivers have done anything.
yeah, well, I know because you're looking for because you got prize picks in on how many Aggie receivers? Just Evan?
2.
Evan and who else?
I've got Noah.
Noah.
So here are my A&M prize picks.
Okay.
And I have them in several different combinations.
Okay.
But I've got Connor Wigman more on the fantasy 17.5. He's already almost halfway there. So I like where we're going with Wigman. He had the rushing touchdown, so that helps.
Yep.
I've got Stewart at more on the 69.5 receiving yards. He's on pace for 12. That's not good. And then I've got Noah Thomas more than 49.5. He's on pace for 0.
Yes, that's true. A lot of game to go. I'm hoping the Aggie receivers get going here at some point. By the way,
kiss my ass, Bobby Petrino. At this point, kiss my ass.
To our producer Blake, since this is our first Aggie watch along, am I good on my microphone positioning? Do I need to move it away from I'm good. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay.
Why are you asking him?
No, I'm just saying from his perspective, am I yelling too much? And when I yell, like, is the mic messing up or whatever? Oh, thank you.
Sucks, man.
Thank you, number 4.
Good.
Hang on, Catch. Let me make sure I get the name of the guy that just gave me a little early Christmas gift. Colby Young man out of Binghamton, New York. Thank you for dropping that football. Just an easy little stop route. Van Dyke put it right on him, and he dropped it.
Jacoby George dropped the fumble.
Yeah.
Colby Young just dropped that. So the Colbys, both of them,
bad day.
Really not helping their team out right now.
Go get him. Van Dyke, a little pass out to the right. Miami gets the first down there. That's a nice little play.
That actually looked like a late hit.
Yeah. So Miami.
They're not going to call it because these aren't the same officials that were working that Utah Baylor game earlier.
Yeah, that's not a late hit. Don't be silly. Come on now.
No, look, watch where I'm not saying he steps out of bounds right there. Well, you know what? He dipped his head. I take it back.
Yeah, all right.
I take it back, Your Honor.
All right. You can't ask Chappelle to go to that detail on that play. And like you said, he ducked the shoulder a little bit. Nice job by Thomas. Nice job by Thomas to follow that play all the way across the field after getting blocked. Now, this is the thing. Miami trying to run the ball here. The thing I love about this game so far, Catch, from an Aggie perspective, is the run defense. My worry was that that Miami was going to really, it's the Texas fan worry for later. You don't want to get chopped up with the run game. Miami's run game has not been effective. They've had a couple. Honestly, the only thing they got going was some passes, which set up a run earlier. But just the straight up run game for Miami so far has not been big time. Now, if I do the announcer jinx, they're about to have a 50, 60-yard touchdown run, and I'll look stupid. Let's see. Van Dyke back to throw. He's taking a shot. You might want to cover him down the left side. That might be a good idea. Touchdown, Miami.
I know who didn't throw that pass. That wasn't Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, Van Dyke didn't trip over something there like Dick Van Dyke. He found Isaiah Horton for a 52-yard touchdown. Who the hell was that out there trying to cover him?
From a neutral standpoint, pretty entertaining game so far.
That's Thomas. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Dadgummit. How you
I didn't say I was
down
enjoying
on that?
it's just it's about to be 17-14, Chad.
No, it's a ball
11
game.
minutes. This game's on pace, like first 1 to 50 wins.
Yeah. From Miami's perspective here, this is, again, the same thing they did earlier. It looked like the Aggies were taking control, 10-point lead. Miami bites back quickly. And you know what? You were talking about Van Dyke. He's the reason because he started their last bit of momentum, and that's just a nice throw right there. Even if the Aggie doesn't fall down, I think they complete that. I don't know if it's a touchdown, but I think he hits the throw either way.
Nice throw, Van Dyke. I don't quite take it away.
It was.
By the way, that woman's underarms were tanned. That's kind of weird.
Hey, you got it. The detail.
You know you're going to a tanning bed when the underarms are tanned.
Details. You know I love a detail.
Let me give you some scores from around the country.
Hit me.
The Fighting Irish ranked 10th in the country.
Yes.
38-17 over NC State in the fourth.
Handling their business.
When that game's over, that's when we get to go away from whatever the hell we're watching right now.
I believe that's true. That's when the A&M, yeah, good mention. A&M and Miami will switch back to ABC.
Clemson was tied with Charleston Southern 14-14 after the first quarter.
Yep.
It's now 52-17 in the fourth quarter. Clemson, Cade Klubnik, 4 touchdown passes.
Ooh, Dabo got mad.
Michigan, number 2 ranked Michigan. I don't know that they deserve to be second in the nation.
They don't.
Didn't they get their ass kicked by TCU? Like, that happened.
Yeah, they don't deserve that. What's the score?
21-0 at halftime at home against UNLV.
Okay.
And then maybe the second most interesting game behind Miami and A&M right now, number 20 Ole Miss is at number 24 Tulane.
That's right.
Tulane's up 17-10. Halftime.
Oh, ranked matchup there. Tulane snuck into the rankings. Ole Miss trying to prove they need to be ranked. That's a big one for Lane Kiffin. And it's the other ranked matchup besides Texas and Alabama this week.
Some Big 12 scores.
Yep.
Iowa goes into Ames. It's 2:26 left in the second quarter. Hawkeyes 17, Cyclones, big old donut hole.
Wow. Okay.
BYU up 27-10 over Southern Utah.
Okay.
I wanted to see if this Purdue game, it's the Purdue game is, what the hell's happening in this Purdue-Virginia Tech game?
What was the final on the Ohio State game?
Hold on, let me look.
They finished that? Ohio State, Youngstown?
Yeah, they whipped them bad. It was, well, no, not that bad, 35-7.
35-7. Okay. That's a team to pay attention to in terms of they're a little sluggish for their fan base right now. Like Ohio State fans aren't totally bowed up.
Well, they should be a little bit like. All right, some SEC scores.
Yes.
Eastern Kentucky 10, Kentucky 7 mid-third.
Oh, come on, Wildcats.
Kent State 6, Arkansas 7,
Oh,
6:29 in the second quarter.
That's the Lou Holtz Bowl right there. I went to one of those schools and coached the other. That's unbelievable. What's the score again?
7-6 Arkansas in the second quarter.
Good grief, Hogs.
And then Wake Forest 36, Vanderbilt 20. That's a final.
Wow. That was at Vandy too, I think.
No, that was Come
on,
let's give Vandy a little credit. That was at Wake.
It was at Wake. My bad. Okay.
They didn't lose 16. They didn't lose by 16 at home.
My bad. All right, let's see if the Aggies have a little return, and special teams have been big. This is Owens. Okay.
I tried to willify. What I tried to really do is, I needed to start that 5 seconds before the play started, so that you think I'm ahead of you in the game.
Yeah, you should have done that. I was trying to,
and you're like, what? Wait, what?
I was trying to channel my 49er announcer for Terrell Owens, see if I could get a big Owens moment, but I didn't.
The problem is you were watching it exactly as I was, so I couldn't Jedi mind trick you when your eyes were literally telling you, hey, he found a seam.
He did. Reuben Owens with a couple nice runs and now a decent kick return. Aggies get okay field position at the 31-yard line. Pressure on Wegman. He barely got that away to avoid a sack. Aggie offensive line did not show up on that play. Nice blitz by Miami on a first down.
When they get pressure on Wegman, he gets uncomfortable quick. Yeah,
I'd get uncomfortable too, Catch, if no one on my left side blocked. Left tackle, tight ends. That's the second time in this game that a free rusher came at his left. That's horrible.
The problem on that play is that once he sensed the pressure, you knew they're going to run the ball here. I mean, after the thing is where Wigman's got to get better there. As he starts to sense the pressure, he completely took his eyes off of the passing game was done.
Yeah, the
moment he felt the pressure. Because he turned his head and was no longer looking at anybody other than how the hell do I get away from this dude?
Yeah, you're right. And I think Jimbo started yelling at him immediately about what he should have been thinking of, but that's just tough to ask. It's tough
I
to
mean,
ask. Like
it was a throwaway, so it wasn't like he took a sack or anything.
yep.
There it
Pressure
is
right up the
again,
middle
like,
this time on Wigman. Avoids the pressure. Little swing out to Daniels. Get there. Get there. Ooh, that's close. Amari Daniels did not make the line. It's going to be 4th and
a long one.
Yeah, 4th and right at 1. Jimbo just said, let's punt.
He's right. That's the right call to make.
Yeah, it
Jimbo's
is.
nipples only lightly hard at this point.
Still not looking.
It's not my fault that every time they go to him, his nipples are going through his shirt.
Well, not my fault that you're looking. You can choose.
I'm not looking. They're in my face.
I am choosing not to look. It is your prerogative
what
to
you're
look.
doing. The people watching the game, they know. By the way, Sabalenka, good God, I turned it away for 5 minutes.
What happened?
She wins the first set 6-2 over Coco.
Gummit, Coco.
Coco's up a game in the second set, but now it's actually 1-1. So forget what I just said.
All right. Need to even that up. We're headed up towards 200 folks in the watch along. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for supporting my fandom in this.
That's not what they're doing.
No,
don't make people leave the watch along.
No. You didn't let me finish. Thanks for supporting my fandom while rooting against my team.
Look,
I appreciate
what
that y'all
Nick
are doing
says. From Nick's keyboard to God's ears.
Catch is right. Jimbo's headlights are on. There's no way that it can be chilly in South Beach right now. How is this possible? How's it possible, Catch?
I don't know what to say about that.
Dude, I don't know. Jimbo
it's hot, it's humid, and the headlights are turned on.
Oh my God. That's just
wear an undershirt if the headlights are going to be on nonstop.
It's uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is what it is.
By the way, working man, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to ask questions about the Aggies and then misspell here or use the wrong version of here.
That is tough. Do we have an Aggie in here?
You can't make Aggie jokes.
Is there an Aggie in here? That's fantastic. That is I also like the fact that particular chatter has just gotten around to the fact that I'm an Aggie. I really enjoy that they're just picking that up. Just now. By the way, Catch, I've not given the idea today, but I'm going to. Are they hairy? Oh,
I did not mean to click on that for the record.
Okay. I don't know what
I meant to click on. The thing is, when the Specs chat gets to moving, you can accidentally click on the wrong one.
Gotcha.
I did not post any of my prize picks. I tell you what, though. I'll put one that I just did before we started. I'll put this one out there.
Okay.
You guys can see what I like. This is a pure Texas, Alabama 6-entry play.
Wow. Got to hit all
6 entries. You guys can see pretty easily. I'm going to tweet it out. And then Blake can take that tweet and put it on the screen.
Okay, Catch, remind me and the folks that have not dealt with prize picks before, do you have to hit all 6 or not?
No, you can hit 6, pays out 25 times the bet.
Gotcha.
For the wager. If you hit 5 out of 6, you get paid 2 times. If you hit 3, you get 40% of your entry fee back to you.
Gotcha. All right, back to the action with about 9 minutes to go in the second quarter.
I got you. Just give me a second. I'll get my favorite prize pick play of the weekend, and then you can follow my lead should you choose. All right, I'm going to send this to Blake.
It's going to happen. Prize picks will happen.
It's out there.
It's there. It is out there.
Now I'm going to send it to Blake.
All right, we got a little pass to the right side. Big play for Miami. A first down and more. Bad tackling by the Aggies down the field, going
Tell you
past
what, man,
midfield.
I don't know number 7's name, but he's pretty good.
Yeah.
The Wes Welker looking dude on the Hurricanes.
Yeah, let me get that dude's name. Let's give him a little bit of.
What is his name?
Xavier Restrepo. 5'10", 198, a junior out of Coconut Creek, Florida.
All right, I got to see what he was ranked.
Restrepo. That sounds like a product you would use to strip paint off of something. Use Restrepo.
All right, before I click on it, all right, we'll watch this play. They can take a shot again.
Van Dyke, a little bit of a long pass, ball in the air. Somebody get that. No, broken up by the freshman, Torian York.
Restrepo was a low 4-star prospect coming out of high school.
Okay.
Picked Miami over Purdue.
Whoa.
Which feels sinful right now because that means he could be helping out Hudson Card in a game that's been delayed 5 hours.
They're still not playing?
No.
How much lightning is in that area?
That's what I'm saying.
The hell? That is crazy, dude. What's going on? Anybody want to throw that flag, by the way? Are we allowed to do that? Are we allowed to twist a guy's head off as a right tackle?
Yes.
Apparently. Oh, no, they did call it. Good. Okay, jeez. First and 20.
What is it with these officials? All these flags on Miami. One baby flag on A&M that was nullified because of a 15-yarder against the Hurricanes. Are these Big 12 officials?
Don't get mad at a team for playing clean, Catch. I don't know what you're insinuating.
That was a horse collar.
I don't know what you're insinuating. Nice job, Damani Richardson. Good, tough, physical tackle. Thought it was clean.
They really need to get him back in coverage.
Shut up. There's no need.
Here go my prize pick plays, by the way.
All right.
Billy, you ask. Billy, you shall receive.
There it is.
They dropped the numbers for Sanders and Mitchell. And I think I'm winning $1,250.
That gum. Look at you.
That's what I think. I think at the end of the night, that little $50 flex play, I'm getting every single one of those right. Book it in ink.
Checking you out. Sanders, Moore. Okay. All right. Pretty good list. Get them in there.
Perfection personified. We got what do we got here? No, we don't have. Hey, guys, let's see some super chats. I'm just saying, don't make that Specs Rabbit upset because you guys have been putting in super chats.
That's right. Get some super chats in there. We'll answer. I'm sipping on some Pinthouse beer. So if you want to ask the loose version of me a little bit of a question, please don't ask about Jimbo's nipples. We'll get you some truth. Although I am a little nervous right now. It's 17-14. Aggies, 6:50 to go. Second quarter.
So you know that I showed some restraint and did not make the nipple joke that I was about to make.
I'm glad you didn't. Thank you so much. 1 for 3 on third downs for Miami so far. It's a big one here, and it's 3rd and long, 3rd and 11.
They bring up. They're rushing 4. He's got
to get him off the field. Van Dyke, the pass is incomplete. Don't throw it. Don't throw it. They threw it.
I tell you what.
Is that to Barry?
The receiver was so demonstrative after the play was over. It had to be a flag. I don't know what the flag is, but that dude threw a tantrum.
Yeah, and that's Josh DeBerry for the Aggies. Catch. That's a guy we talked about, the transfer from Boston College that led him in tackles.
This is.
Led him in tackles the last game.
I don't know about that. I don't see
I definitely.
It. Okay, I see
Yep.
it.
Yeah. No, that's it.
The thing is, that ball was thrown so far behind him, that was going to be an incomplete pass. But it's a good call.
He just didn't need to reach out and grab like that. It was just it's such an obvious grab. Up until that moment, he'd done a little bit of, okay, I'm just going to hang out and I might get away with it. And then he just went egregious. He didn't figure out where that ball was. So a first down to Miami off the penalty on a bad ball. You're right. That was a bad throw, and they still end up with the first down because of the penalty. So Miami trying to take their first lead of this game with this drive. Might be taking a shot here. Van Dyke, some good pressure coming up the middle. He's got to get out the left side. Good job by the Aggie defense there. McKinley Jackson straight up the middle in his face. That was a great job by Jackson. Another one of those guys catch. Walter Nolan's already had a play today. Good physical play on a run. McKinley Jackson's got to show up too, and he just did.
Hey, Pinthouse in the Specs chat, making it happen, Chad.
Come on now. 1250 can get you 276 jellyfishes.
I tell you what, if I win that, I might just come down tomorrow and put like 100 jellyfishes for like everybody gets jellyfishes. You know, I get a jellyfish, you get a jellyfish. Woo! Everybody gets a Pinthouse jellyfish.
That's a big stinger right there. That's a lot of stinging. That is a lot of stinging.
Do you think Pinthouse used a calculator on that? Or do you think that the guy behind the Pinthouse chat is so good at math that he Dustin Hoffman the Pinthouse?
I think it was all like, in his head.
You know, 1250 to get you 276 jellyfishes. 276 jellyfishes.
I think that was it. I think
276. That's 276. Jeopardy, 5:00.
By the way, a quick timeout catch. I got to go take care of something, and I'm gonna have to admit something to you in a second. 1 sec.
Okay, Chad's gonna go talk to a man about a horse. Allegedly. Either that or somebody put some feet up on the internet and Chad was like, whoa, I'll be back. Yeah, learning yesterday that, well, hey, nice job there, darling. Good job. I don't even know what mental math is. Nice job, though. Darwin with the humble brag. We got a 2nd and 14 play here. Miami's going to be facing 3rd down. 3rd and medium. We'll see what happens here. Chad just left. I don't know what that's about. Leaving me alone in the middle of this broadcast. Who knows what will happen, guys?
All right, you ready? You ready to hear what it was?
Quick bathroom break.
Nah, it wasn't a bathroom break. They will say that I'm not the kind of Aggie that gets celebrated, that I'm a 2%er and everything. I didn't have the ring on.
0.2%er.
Yeah. Dude, I had to go get the ring. I didn't have the ring on.
Coco with a break. She's up 3-1 in 2nd set.
That's it. Coco's not going quietly. How about a sack for the Aggies? How about a sack? See that? Put the ring on and the sack showed up. That's what I'm talking about. Ring ain't coming
off anymore.
No, the ring will stay on now.
The ring off.
Do what?
Why'd you take it off?
When I'm like either working in the yard or this morning I went and hit the driving range a little bit. When I do that stuff, I don't wear rings.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I take the wedding and Aggie ring off for that stuff, and I just hadn't put them on yet. So we got the rings on, and it created a stop. So I like that. Miami's trying to tie it up, though, with a long field. Whoa, we just switched. Oh, the Notre Dame switch catch. What happened? Hold on.
They switched.
They just switched.
In the middle of a play.
You're supposed to let me know. At least wait till the kid kicks it. What are we doing? Oh, my God. Somebody let me know if he hits the kick. Did he hit the kick? I feel like Ross at the end of Friends. Did she get on the plane? What is going on? Jeez. Where are we going? Back on ABC. Did he hit the kick? Did we block the kick?
What just happened?
Phil goes wide right.
Yeah, we go. Wide right. Putting the ring on does all kinds of good things. All right.
I'm not real happy with this thing that they did.
What's that? You're not happy with the switch? I'm not either.
Okay.
But I am happy the Aggies still have a lead.
I got Jesse Palmer and Joe Tessitore back on the screen.
I do too. Jesse and Joe, 3:59 to go.
Don't see any hard nipples on Joe.
Well, I don't think you're going to see that. And certainly, I'm assuming Jesse Palmer's nipple game is up to date.
Look at that that belt that Joe had on. That was
I
nice
was not
belt.
looking at his belt. You are noticing a lot of things about men's dress today.
Well, no, I've noticed some nipples and I've noticed a belt. Not quite the same thing.
Nipples and belts. That sounds like a bad
It
band.
was a cool looking belt.
Bad band down on 6th Street, Nipples and Belts. All right.
That's a great bar name is what that is.
It really would be good for, yeah, exactly. We're going to Nipples and Belts tonight. They do Jello shot specials on a Monday. All right.
Sounds like
Whatever.
a Toby Keith song.
Oh, God. He would write a Nipples and Belts. I love nipples and belts. Yep. Connor Wegman scrambling, throwing deep. Get there. Evan Stewart tried to make a silly catch, but he didn't.
Now, you know what Chance Mock would say.
Chance Mock would say he needed that he ran into the quarterback's yard without the football.
It felt a little bit like that route was run a little too outside the hashes.
Little too far.
It put him in a position where Wigman had to throw a pretty perfect pass, and there wasn't anything pretty perfect about the pass.
Yeah, big stat they just put up, 104-18 total yards in the second quarter in favor of Miami. Hurricanes have really turned that part around in the second quarter. Big 3rd and 8 here for the Aggies. 3 receivers to the right for Wigman. He's looking that way. Now he's scrambling. Now he's going. Go, Connor. Go, Connor. That's going to be a hold.
It's coming back, though.
That's a hold. Every day of the week. Every day of the week. Every fan that watches football knows what this is about to be. No mystery here. I want to be wrong.
I mean, there could be mystery. Maybe there was a hold on the defense.
Maybe. I'm gonna try to speak it the other way.
No, they called it on the defense. You just reverse jinxed a penalty.
Come on. That's what we're talking about.
Wow, you have superpowers.
I'm trying. I'm telling you, the ring is a very powerful thing. Once you get it on, it's like Green Lantern. It can do a lot of stuff.
Can you put a ring on that makes Wigman complete passes to his freaking wide receivers?
I'm hoping I just did. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, we're not seeing a lot of that. 3 penalties for the Aggies now.
Getting called for a lot of penalties today.
Yeah, 5 for 55 for Miami. Aggies just across midfield. Under 3 minutes to go in the half. Big drive here. A&M trying to go up 2 scores again before the half. That's a nice throw from Wigman. And it's to a receiver, Jeff Ketchum. And it's to Evan Stewart.
It's my fake golf clap.
There it is.
Why is it taking so long? I don't understand why they're not getting Evan Stewart in space. What we ask for Texas to do with Xavier Worthy every game. Why have I not seen Evan Stewart catch a ball, an easy completion that allows him to do something?
Yeah, that's a fair question. I thought we had seen more of it by now too. Here's Owens going around the right side, a little short.
That's
first
a nice
down
tough
run.
run there for the young freshman.
Yep.
Looked like he might lose a couple there, and he got north-south and picked up the first down, and next thing you know, it was a solid little run.
All you needed was a couple yards to the first down, and he got it. I think all 3 of these Aggie running backs catch. We have not seen the third of the 3, but so far today, Daniels has looked good. Owens has looked good as well. Wigman, he got cut. He got hit low.
That's going to be 15 yards. I got to believe.
Nah, see if Wigman's okay. No, they're not throwing anything. I'm just worried, is he all right there? That looked like it did not feel good.
It looked like the hit to the legs came as he was throwing, but the hit that came high looked a little late to me.
Let's see. They're going to show it again. He gets hit. He got hit kind of on the thigh, and then, he did get hit once it was gone, but I think it was enough of bang that didn't quite need a flag.
I tend to agree.
Yeah, that didn't need
upon review.
Didn't need a flag. 2nd and 10 for A&M. That's probably a false start.
A false start.
Yep, that's Max. Max Wright, the H-back tight end.
The failed defensive end.
He's been there about 8 years. He's been there almost as long as he's been there about the same time as Jimbo, I think. That's an easy call to make.
Max Wright was a guy that was ranked very heavily that I didn't think was as good. Well, the thing is, Max was a tweener.
Yeah.
So Max was a mid 4-star guy coming out in 2018 will get this key 2nd and 15 play.
Wigman.
That's a good read on Wigman's part.
Yep.
He's 6'3", 230. And what have you learned? What have I hopefully taught you in a very short amount of time? We had this conversation earlier this week about defensive ends in the state of Texas.
If you're going to be, let me see if I get this right. If you're going to be a 4-star defensive end, you better be 6'4" or taller.
Well, 6'4" guys hit at a much, much, much higher rate. He's 6'3", 230. He is in that. He arrived at A&M in the dreaded tweener body. And he's going to, once he finishes his career, he's going to be the rare defensive end failure in the Lone Star State. It doesn't happen a lot, but golly, he was the number 12 player in the state by Rivals.com back in 2018. That's why I called him a failed defensive end. He was supposed to be, he was supposed to be a star. And, he's solid tight end, solid player. It'll be funny if he ends up making the NFL as a tight end when it's all said and done.
So I think what happened there was Miami called a timeout. There's a 4th and 8 coming up for A&M. About a minute to go. Just weird that there was a timeout there. And I think that's all for, I think Miami might have called all their timeouts. Aggies still have one. 17-14 A&M just before the half in Miami. And just to update a little bit of the way this game is going, Miami 197 to 149 in total yards. Aggies winning rushing 73-24. That's great news for A&M that they're only allowing 1.8 a carry. So Miami not running the ball, but again, it's really close, tight game. Passing is 173-76 in favor of Miami. So far, Catch, the story of this game really is that A&M's running a little better than Miami, and Miami is throwing that much better than the Aggies. How about this, Catch? Yards per pass. Miami, 14.4. Aggies, 4.5. 4.5.
The thing is, they've got too much talent to be playing in a phone booth in the passing game.
Yeah, it's weird that they have not gone down the field more. It's been, even if you're going to go Jimbo style and go down the field to tight ends. Now, the thing is, they don't have a ton of tight. They got Jake Johnson. That's about it after the Donovan Green injury. Max Wright's not really that type of tight end. And they got a couple other guys that are younger. But, yeah, they just don't feel like they've gotten anything established on the vertical side of things. If I'm a Miami fan I've had multiple times in this first half that I'm nervous, but by halftime, I think a Miami fan's going to feel pretty good about this thing because they won't have played great, but they're going to be right in this thing at home with a chance to get it going. And Van Dyke's looked good. Van Dyke's thrown some nice balls. The key with Miami is they got to get this run game figured out. Mario Cristobal, the offensive lineman, he's probably going nuts right now thinking about his run game. They've been terrible running the ball. So we'll see what that looks like in the second
Miami's got to feel like if we just stop turning the ball over,
right,
we're in good shape.
Yeah.
Even on this drive, it's one mistake after another that's led A&M to constantly be in a position to cash in. And the passing game's not doing it. And they really are, at this point, shooting themselves in the foot repeatedly. Otherwise, there's an alternative universe where this game is being played right now, and it's 17-3 Miami. And
no, that's fair. The Aggies have been, again, we told them they were handed 2 touchdown opportunities. They made them, and now they're going to try a field goal on this 4th and 8. Maybe that was a part of the timeout, getting the personnel out there. Bond's field goal is no good. He pushed it right. Under a minute to go. Miami down 3, might have enough time to go try to tie it up or more. And that's a big miss for A&M. Aggies clunky in the second quarter after a good first quarter. They did not have a good second quarter. A&M was 10-7 first quarter. This has been an even quarter in scoring, but it's felt much more like a Miami quarter. You're right, Catch. Just be clean. If you're Miami, you get a punt off clean and catch a punt clean, and you might be staring at, 17-3, 20-3. Aggies have had one sustained drive. Well, two sustained drives, and they ended in a field goal and a missed field goal.
I still think you got to be pretty pleased if you're an A&M fan right now. In a way, you deserve to be winning the game, but you haven't played as well as you can play. So you've got to think, and I think both of these teams will go into halftime feeling like if we play our game for the next 30 minutes, we'll win this game.
Yeah, a couple of big plays in the game. Catch for big number 10 for A&M, Fadil Diggs, junior from East Camden, New Jersey. Number 10 has made a couple plays already for A&M. That was a great rush right in his face. That's another reason, if you're an Aggie fan, I would tell you to be pretty happy. Feels like this defense is pretty darn good overall, although they give up a big run there. But you are, late in the half here. Aggie's just trying to protect and not give up something long, but they did just give up a long run. Miami trying to set up a field goal attempt maybe before the half. Under 40 seconds to go. Van Dyke throwing out to the right. Ball knocked away. Nice play, and that's Walter Nolan. There he is again.
I mean, that dude's playing on Sundays, man.
Big zero.
He's playing a lot on Sundays, and he's, and that's why Jimbo's dangerous as a coach. He can recruit, man.
Yeah.
You're going to get guys like Walter Nolan playing on your defensive line. There's no doubt about it.
He's standing right next to McKinley Jackson, wearing that number 3, 3-0. Two big reasons why. If A&M's good this year, there are two huge reasons why. That was a big play from Nolan.
He's got plenty of time on this one.
Van Dyke, yes, he does. And a completion, missed tackle, and they're going to get a field goal opportunity and maybe a little more. 27 seconds to go, plenty of time. Huge completion for Miami down the left side.
Kind of been impressed with Van Dyke today.
I was just about to say, Catch, that's another good throw from Van Dyke. He's got to put that ball on the outside. DeBerry had pretty good coverage on there. I mean, he's right on him. He's even kind of getting the hand around where you might think PI. I thought that was pretty good coverage. Van Dyke put it right on the spot.
Colby Young making up for that drop a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Actually having a really good – I should have put my prize pick selection on him.
Yeah, really. All right, so inside down to the 25 for Miami. Van Dyke looking down the sideline. Great
catch.
There's your guy again, Catch.
That little dude can play, man.
What is his name? Despacito? What's his name? What did I say?
Xavier
Restrepo.
Restrepo.
Yeah,
Restrepo.
Catch, that's good.
Repo.
Catch, that's good in the NFL. He got both feet in.
That dude can play, man.
Yep. Xavier Restrepo. I thought maybe they would stop and take a look and double check, but I think they did a quick check. That was easy. He got 1 foot in for sure. This is a huge, huge moment for Miami.
This is where if you're Miami, you'd probably like to have one of those timeouts left.
Yep, exactly. I was just thinking that.
False start. Look, they're going to call the flag on them. That's bad.
Now, what's the flag?
It's delay a game. They weren't even out of the huddle with 3 seconds to go.
Oh, I see. Okay, I got you. Yeah, exactly. You'd like to have that one of those timeouts that they'd already burned, but what an opportunity here with those two with a massive mistake and that block punt to come out of this half with the lead. I mean, a tie would be something too, but to come out of this half with a lead for Miami, that would be huge for the Hurricanes.
Well, look, they got no timeouts. There's 20 seconds left. They got 3 plays they're going to be able to run at this, but if they get tackled inside play, they're going to have to run and spike it and potentially leave themselves in a position where they don't have enough time to do anything. So the decision-making,
nice play. Okay. Nice play by Van Dyke. Rolls out to the right, finds an open receiver that came back to him. Touchdown, Miami. They are about to they took the lead.
There's that guy again.
And it might be a 4-point lead. What's that?
Jacoby George.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's the one that dropped the punt, correct?
He's the one that turned the ball over on the punt.
Yeah.
So both of the Jacobys bouncing back on that drive for Miami.
Yeah. And
I now don't know what to think about this game.
And the lesson again on George is only let him wear the 3 jersey. Do not make him put a second jersey on because it doesn't go well. Extra point good. 21-17 Miami, 13 seconds to go in the second quarter. A deflating second quarter for A&M fans after it looked like things were going pretty well, but 14-7 in the second. Catch, it's a tight game. It's kind of the game I thought we would see from the beginning. I had 31-20 Aggies, but I thought that would be late. I thought it would be a close game throughout. Maybe they get a score to go up to later in the game. But right now, all the momentum is with Miami, and it's about Van Dyke. And it's almost as if, it's the basics of football, but A&M clearly came in and said, okay, we can't let you run on us. And now Van Dyke has just been dealing. He is looking good. Let me get an updated.
I came in talking some noise about Van Dyke.
You did.
He's played really well in this first half.
How about 13 of 17, 235, 3 touchdowns, no picks. That's his first half.
Restrepo super chat. That's rad that y'all are partnered with Pinthouse. Really good brews and people. All right, John Wilkes Booth.
There you go, John. John Wilkes Booth is such a good combo.
Not to be confused with Booth from Teen Wolf.
That's right. Other than
that might be her granddaddy, though.
Yeah. Other than that, Nick, how was the basketball game? Thank you for that $10 super chat. And I agree with John Wilkes Booth. And I like the fact that Ketch just got my joke there. That's excellent. All right. Really good brews and people. I got to go hang out a little bit at the Burnett location this week and talk to the Pinthouse guys about the watch-alongs. That's where I got my cool metal sign and my 2 pizza box signs that were actually full of pizza, but now I've just made them into signs. There are some great folks there. And Catch, for those beer snobs out there, for those IPA snobs out there, my God, Pinthouse has some great stuff.
Where are you at on your jellyfish?
The jellyfish, I got 2 of them still in the cooler. The plan is the jellyfish will be brought out for Texas Bama, but if this thing keeps going this way, it might be the second half of this game.
I really thought they should have thrown it deep there.
Yeah, that's the Aggies trying to live to fight another day, I guess. Come back in the third quarter, regroup. 21-17.
Oh, hello there.
At the half.
No wonder the offense has been so stagnant. I told you, Petrino's checking out chicks in the stands in the game. That's why he's got sunglasses on so nobody can follow exactly where his eyes are.
All right, Catch, let's lay this out. Here's the story. Ready? A&M receiving. Reuben Owens, 2 catches, 25. Jake Johnson, 2 catches, 16. Daniels, 2 for 16. Now we get to a receiver. 2 catches for Evan Stewart, 12 yards. 2 for Anais Smith, 7 yards. And Noah Johnson has no catches. Moose Muhammad has no catches.
I'll tell you what, man. I don't know. I am not feeling good about my A&M picks.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like I tried to give the Aggies some love. This is what happens when I love on Aggies, Chad. By the way, Jimbo's got his headlights under control. That must be it. They took that 10-point lead, Chad. He was aroused.
Come on now.
Miami came back at the end of the first half, and suddenly he's calm and cool and collected.
Do you think it was something like people do in the long runs, like the marathons and stuff? Do you think somebody got him some of those like nipple covers to make sure they don't get chafed?
I don't know what the hell happened there, Chad.
Okay.
But
guys, look at these drive summaries from A&M. I mean, the longest one, 9 plays for 39 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. That's a good point.
Because their 2 touchdowns came on very short field scenarios after turnovers.
Yeah. Does that say they had a 12-play minus 15-yard drive? Am I reading that right?
Says that can't be accurate.
That cannot be right.
I don't think the plays are right.
Yeah, that's
But still, the longest drive I think is correct at 39 yards. Which is
definitely not a long sustained, drive kind of team. And we talked about it going in this week. A&M was averaging like 6 plays per drive, obviously just one game, but they were going quick, scoring pretty quick. So they hadn't been, a long drawn out 10, 12 play kind of team. And I mean, now catch back to your point about Miami. Again, ifs and buts, we all know, but man, even if you take one of those mistakes away, it could be 21-10 right now. And this feels totally different, but Miami to come back and get that lead is so big. And again, the stakes here for A&M, if they lose this game, they're not ranked anymore. They're going to fall out of the ranking. The jokes will start to be made off of a 5-7 year and Jimbo and Petrino and all that. And there will be some folks that start asking about play calling. And they'll ask Jimbo, whether it's right or wrong, they'll ask him who was calling plays. If you're not hitting receivers and your offense doesn't look wide open, people are going to think it was Jimbo and not Petrino. That's just natural. That's the way it's going to be.
It's the Gary Patterson, Pete Kwiatkowski situation from a year ago, right? Where it's like any good that's done and the new guy gets credit. Anything bad happens, the other guy sucks.
Yep, exactly. No, that's it. That is exactly what they're facing right now. And we'll see how they come out in the second half. What a weird half that was, where 235 and 3 touchdowns for Van Dyke. And then the Aggies get off to a good start and it looks one way, but it seems to be, and it swings the other way there. Big time. Speaking of big time, Catch, you want to check that tennis score for the people?
I was going to give you an update. We are now headed to the third set.
Let's go, Coco.
Obviously, 1-1 apiece. Coco served out just a second ago to go up 6-3. So we got 6-2, 6-3. Sabalenka wins the first. Coco Gauff wins the second. Time to go to that all-important third set, Mr. Hastings.
That's it. Coco Gauff with her new coach, Brad Gilbert. Let's see if they can get
over that. Right?
That's right. Brad Gilbert's coaching her, working on the mental side, which is the most, one of the most important things in that sport or any sport. But been doing some good work with her, and let's see if they finish it off, man. I want it for her, but I also want it for Brad. He's one of my favorite dudes in tennis. He's been involved with some great people. The Andre Agassi years are the most obvious, but man, I love that he's coaching her, and I hope it works today. What about that?
A worse rivalry game in college football than Iowa and Iowa State? Like, who the fuck wants to go to that game?
I mean, come on.
Not even people in Iowa want to watch that game.
All right, let me think now. Worst rivalry game. I'm trying to think of one. Let me try to think of a game I'd want to go to.
I want to see it in the chat.
All right.
You guys name, by the way, Thomas Quinn, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I don't know if Chad wants to see that right now.
Damn. We're talking new head coach at half?
New head coach at half of game 2.
I don't think I have enough Pinthouse to get through those feelings. Catch, I didn't put that much Pinthouse in this cooler.
Give me a worse rivalry game than Iowa and Iowa State.
In terms of its overall impact, or in terms of how much I
don't care about impact. I mean, it's just, who wants to watch either? I'm watching the game now because it's halftime.
Yeah.
But I don't like it. By the way, we're an hour and 15 minutes away. So let's just talk it out.
All right.
Are you just going to disappear and I'm going to have to hold down the Texas-Alabama game while you watch out Miami and A&M?
Hey, we discussed this earlier in the week, man. I got to finish this. I got to finish the game, right? I mean, I got to finish the game. You're going to get you will get the most distracted version of me ever if you're expecting me to be paying attention to Texas, Bama, and A&M still playing.
We are 75 minutes away from Alabama, Texas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is going to be good. It is going to be good. Hey, Cotton. There's no need. There's no need.
I feel like last year everybody felt like that was one of the best rivalries in college football.
Oh, that's not necessary. There's no need for any of that. Don't need any App State talk going on here. Paul says, let Chad watch his boys. Yeah, there you go. Chad, Aggs will be done after quarter 3. How dare you? How dare you? We have no evidence. We have no evidence right now that that's going to be the case. A&M good first quarter. Miami good second quarter. It's even game. It's close. Very close game. Come on now. Yeah, so that'll probably, that's my guess, because it's going to be, this is what we need to let the people know too, Catch. Is it going to be 2 distinct watch-alongs for these games? Like, will there be a separate place to go for Texas and Bama?
Can't have it. We can only go live with one show.
Okay. All right.
So we were going to let you, you're just going to be able to watch the end of the game in silence.
Okay. All right.
I don't want it to be that way.
So then I'll just click back in either screaming with delight or crying. Basically.
Well, let's figure out what song you show up singing should you be in a good mood versus what song you sing should Miami win this game.
Okay. Man. That's a good thought. The easy, I probably shouldn't sing like How dare you, Sandman? Worst rivalry, Aggie maroon and white game. How
Working man wants to know if I'm okay. Why wouldn't I be okay?
I say Catch looks okay. By the way, Catch, nice work on getting that background refurbished. Everything's back. Everything's rocking. I like it. What about would I be able to get away with the not the words of the war hymn, but if I was humming the war hymn, would that let you know?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll hum the war hymn on a win, and then on a loss,
what's a good suicide song?
I was going to say, what's
Suicide Blonde? You could sing in excess.
What about Suicide Blonde, or what about Suicide Solution from Ozzy Osbourne? Wine is fine, but whiskey's quicker.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. All right.
By the way, this is completely random because I looked it up because I was curious.
Yes.
The Purdue-Virginia Tech game got rescheduled to resume at 5:15 Eastern.
Wow. Those poor
Excuse
kids.
me, 5:15 Central, which means when they resume that game, they'll have resumed it after a 6-hour break.
Oh, my Lord.
The kids had to eat. This reminds me when there was one of those long delays in the Texas game, that time, and like Mac is ordering Whataburger for the kids or whatever it was that they were eating. Like,
they had to get them chicken tenders. Get them a tenders. Yeah, remember that? They had like 2 rounds of chicken tenders.
You're right.
Over like a 7-hour period or whatever. Yeah, the weather's messed with it. Thankfully, it didn't mess with this A&M-Miami game too much. It just kicked the start back about 30 minutes, but that's about it. Yeah, that's crazy. 6 hours. Man. And 6 hours to watch Purdue and Virginia Tech is the other part of that. That's a whole nother thing. Let's see. What was I going to check earlier? Oh, I know. I want to see what that Ole Miss Tulane game is tied at 17 in the third quarter, Catch.
I need to find that game.
Tight ball game. They're on the Deuce, ESPN2.
One thing about the YouTube TV, it's not easy to find shit.
Yeah, getting one to the other. That whole multiple watch screen thing, that's awesome, but you're right. Finding stuff can be a little bit difficult. Can be a little tough. I'm sorry if I'm belching into the microphone, but the Pinthouse brew is excellent. Just letting you know.
Tomorrow is the opening Sunday in the NFL season, by the way.
Is that right?
I haven't thought about it all day long today, but I'm scrolling along on my YouTube channel, like trying to find the Ole Miss game. Red Zone channel popped up.
Yeah.
And I got like the warm and fuzzies there for a second.
You darn right you did. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I'm so excited. So excited for tomorrow. Cannot wait. It's going to be so good. Cowboys is a night.
You read my mind.
Cowboys is a night game catch. I love those because then you get to just kind of enjoy the 12 o'clock window. Now, I'm a Bucks fan as well. Bucks play at 12, but enjoy the 12 o'clock window. Enjoy the 3 o'clock games, and then the Cowboys get after it. It's going to be so good. All right. Why is this telling me that Ole Miss at Tulane hasn't started yet when I can clearly see that it's 17-all? What is happening? What is happening, Jeff Ketchum? Please help me.
I don't know, man. I feel like an old man trying to figure out this YouTube TV remote.
Remember the early days of Beavis and Butthead when they had Mr. Anderson on there that ended up being Mike Judge? It ended up being Hank Hill's voice, but it was Mr. Anderson. Remember the thing? I'll tell you what. When he did it, I feel like him right now. I'll tell you what. I feel like a one-legged cat trying to bury poop on a frozen lake, something like that. That's what it was. Yeah. That's what I feel like. I can't find it. Come on, ESPN2.
That game's on ESPN2?
Yeah, that's what it says.
It's because it says Purdue and Virginia Tech on my.
Aha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, YouTube. Update your thing.
No, Catch. Here's what it is. It's because the Purdue Virginia Tech thing, they had to find a place to put that. You know, they're rescheduling these games and they're moving them around. So, yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. And now I've got to make sure I'm not missing the Aggies when they come back. So let's do that.
Let me know about that.
They do that. And then watch in multi-view.
By the way, Coco broke Sabalenka in the first game of set number 3.
Yes.
1-0.
Okay. All right.
If you will.
A break to start the third. We do like to hear about that. All right. The Michigan thing is on there. Only thing I don't like, Catch, about the 4-game box on YouTube TV, I don't get to choose the 4. Tomorrow on the NFL Sunday Ticket, do you think I get to choose the 4? That's my question. Because if I don't get to choose the 4, what's it good for? You know what I'm saying?
Mark says, OB, many of your competitors already copying OB. I mean, yeah.
To be fair, Mark.
We come up with the good. They ought to, honestly, OB competitors ought to send me a check once a month. I should get a check.
That would be helpful for me as well.
I've literally I actually paid Chad too much this month.
If they could.
It's a weird thing. First, I paid him too little. Then I paid him too much. I can't seem to find the right amount to pay you, Chad.
If we could really stick to that second vibe, whatever you were going through on that second one, if you could just really lean into that, I'd appreciate it. I mean, focus in on whatever that was. But you know what? I get a little integrity points for pointing it out?
Yes, because I don't know when the hell I would have realized it.
Right. I asked my wife. My wife and I go through these discussions if we get free stuff or money or whatever. And I'll say, okay, honey, what should I do? And she goes, hey, you should probably point that out.
I tell you what, this game sucks. So I'm just going to put it back on Miami and A&M. I'm just going to wait.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Maybe I'll multi-view it. Hold on.
That's what I did as well. Well, see, again, I went to the multi-view with A&M, but it wouldn't let me have the multi-view with A&M and Ole Miss. So now I think we're about to get going in this half. I think we're about to get going. Thanks to over 220 folks in the watch along. This game has turned out to be really tight. Biggest lead at any point has been 10. Aggies had 2 10-point leads, 10-0 and 17-7.
Yeah, but they don't have a 10-point lead now.
They do not. They couldn't get it to the magical 3 scores. I know if Doc Hastings is out there watching us on his phone in Cisco, Texas, wearing that giant cowboy hat, he's thinking the same thing I am. Damn it, they needed a 3-score lead, and they didn't get it. When you let that team come back, you let them in the game. And Miami got in the game once. Aggies tried to do it again. They got in the game again. And that drive, that sequence at the end of the half, missed field goal for the Aggies. Miami drives and scores a touchdown. Huge moments. And then let me remember, Aggies started on defense. So A&M's got an offensive drive here, Catch, to start the third quarter. This is huge for Wigman, for the receivers, for Petrino, for all of it. Like Aggie fans right now, you gotta be a little unnerved about what you're watching here. You're wondering what the true DNA of your offense is.
All right, $10 super chat, Sandman23, and Chad will give you some drunk Lou Holtz.
Oh yeah, I don't see a super chat yet.
I mean, we take requests.
I don't see one. You know what? Here's what I need.
The Piano Man doesn't play the song
That's
without
right.
a tip.
Here's what I need. I need a super chat, and I need you to tell me what you need from Drunk Lou Holtz. I need a song, or I need some kind of a famous phrase or speech or something like that.
Or like
what's the
Lou Holtz commentary?
Lou Holtz game? Well, we could do that too. We could do a little Lou Holtz commentary. Dial it up, whatever you want. We need a super chat.
It will take a $10 super chat at a minimum.
We need a super chat.
We are whores, but we have standards and things that. There we go.
By the way, do we have one? Do we have one? Super chat, $10. Let's hear it. $10 Piano Man. Well, it's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. It's actually a little earlier because we're watching college football. There's a dude over there with a tonic, and I'm going to hit him with a gin bottle. And there's a man over there, and we've lost. Sing us a song for the Notre Dame. Sing us a song, Arkansas. Because we went to Kent State like Nick Saban, and I can't stand Boston College. There you go. There it is. There you have it.
Oh, God.
All right. There it is. By the way, Catch, have you noticed? I know you saw it earlier. Look at the beautiful cans Pinthouse comes up with. You see this? Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Wow.
Yeah.
Some of these people.
That's the Yakima Sun Club.
Texas guy too, not a fan.
Oh, is that right?
Thing is, I enjoyed that.
Interesting.
I might super chat $10 myself just to,
We might have to have a verse just for Texas Guy 2. Well, Texas Guy 2 is the son of a bitch, and he doesn't like to have a good time. He sits at home, and he sits on his computer, and he likes to bitch about Orangebloods. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Let's hear his Texas pregame speech.
Oh, the Texas pregame speech. That's the one you want. Let me tell you something, boys. Excuse me, Sark. You're a pretty man, but why don't you sit over there? That's a weird-looking suit. Your wife is hot. Have I not mentioned that? Let me tell you something, boys. This is what it's all about. You're in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, which is a hard word to say, but it's real easy to whip their ass. All you got to do, look the elephant in the face. I went on an African safari one time, went right up to the elephant. I put one hand on one tusk, one hand on the other tusk, and I headbutted him. Boom! Just like that, and he fell down. You can just hit him. That's a headbutt him. That's what you do. You got to go right at him. If you're not good on third down, you might as well just go the fuck home. So what you need to do is kick their ass on third down. Grab a tusk, headbutt them, and then you go home, and then it's all about the Texas fight and light that damn tower and all that other goofy shit you do with the big drum. That's what you need to do. So go get him and save a little bit of Nick Saban for me, because I'd like to whoop his ass, if you know what I'm saying. There you go. There it is.
I think that was worth $20. Perfect. Like, if I'm being completely honest.
Thank you, Tom. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Second half underway, Catch. Aggies are getting the ball. This is a huge drive. It's huge. It's so huge, apparently my voice cracked. Good evening, sir. I'm here to pick up your daughter. I'm nervous.
Chad going through puberty here in the second half.
Dude, I'm going through something.
I don't know if you know this, Chad, but Texas and Alabama is a big game.
Texas and Alabama is an hour away, Catch.
It is. We're going to carry this game to 5:45.
Okay.
And then we're going to let you watch the rest of it.
Okay.
And I will handle the watch along until the Miami A&M game is over or you give up.
Okay.
Because one thing could happen before the other.
Good run, Amari Daniels.
By the way, Coco now up 2 games to love in the third set.
Come on, Coke. That's what we need. Come on, Coco. Come on, Coco.
American going for the U.S. Open title.
19 years old. 19 years old, Coco Gauff. Come on now. Nice run there to start the half. Here's another one. Look at Daniels. Go ahead, Amari Daniels. This is exactly the opposite football game. Boy, that's bad news right there. That might be bad news for A&M if Anais Smith is hurt. Get up, Anais.
So here's what I need you to do. I need you to what do you got on your TV right now?
I got 4. We got A&M getting set for the 1st and 10. Clock's not running yet. 14-16 to go. Jimbo's on the screen. Now Bobby Petrino's on the screen.
Give me the play. When the play clock starts running, let me know.
Okay, 17, 16, 15. Snap to Wigman. Wigman throw knocked down.
I need you to pause it for 9 seconds.
You need me to pause it for 9 seconds.
Yes.
2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009. Now we're unpaused. There we go.
Now what are you at? Well, now we're watching a replay.
Replay now. Wigman. Now the ball got knocked away on the replay. And now I'm looking at 24, 23,
all
22
right, we're close
on
enough.
the play clock. We're good?
Close enough.
All right, close enough for government work. Here we go. 14:03 to go, third quarter. 2nd and 10. Aggies trying to find some momentum in this third quarter. The second quarter did not have a lot of it. Wigman throw out to the left. What a catch that is if he made it. And there's Thomas again.
Score
Come on.
Update for the Aggie fans out there.
Yes.
Appalachian State 0, North Carolina 0, second quarter.
Ah, there you go. You see? It's not as easy as it looks. Not as easy as it looks.
Not as easy as it looks.
Super chat $4.99. Good job, Chad. I appreciate you. Quan Seeker, thank you so much. More super chats, $10. Let's hear him sing Texas School Song. We'll get to that in a second. Hang on. Evan Stewart with a catch.
I like those.
Yeah,
I like that kind of party.
Jeff, I like that kind of party, baby. We're starting to see some receivers now. This is a good little deep in. Evan Stewart makes a catch after Noah Thomas made a catch. So Aggie receivers getting involved here. 1st and 10. Wigman. There you go. Evan Stewart. Nice gain on 1st down. Still going. Almost getting it all by himself.
The thing is, that's your best player.
Yes.
Get him the ball.
Absolutely.
And that had to have been something that was talked about at halftime. We've now seen them go to Evan Stewart back-to-back plays. He's your best player, and you got him the ball once in the first half?
Yes. Twice. Once or twice. I think he had 2 catches in the first half. You're right. No, you got to feed him now, and they're doing it already. Already got 2 in this drive, and that is big. Now go Ruben Owens around the edge, gets the 1st down and a little more. All right, Tom, here we go for you. The eyes of Texas are upon you all the live long day. The eyes of Texas are upon you. You cannot get away. Do not think you can escape them. From night till early in the morn, the eyes of Texas are upon you. You no good Bama bastards till Gabriel blows his horn. There it is.
Coco Gauff, 4 games to love in this third set.
Coco thinking about a bagel?
Yes, sir.
Is Coco serving bagels in the third set?
It is 4-0.
Come on, Coke.
Sabalenka is serving down 4 love in the third.
Hey, think of the craziest, fastest, nuttiest song you know. That's what's in Sabalenka's head right now. Guaranteed. She is falling apart. I can guarantee you. Down 4 love in the third. Oh, my God. I bet she's screaming, hollering, breaking rackets. All right, Aggie's now down.
Like that I've seen, but they showed her, like, the last close-up I saw of her, she looked like a woman in her own head.
Dude, she's like, I guarantee you she is crumbling.
She looked like me trying to figure out the YouTube remote a second ago.
Oh, that's rough. That is rough. $5 super chat from Billy. Thanks for the prize picks. $50 flex play is in.
There you
Thank
go,
you,
Billy. You gotta trust me.
Come on, Billy.
Trust Catch.
Billy, you got to trust. You got to trust Uncle Catch. Prize pick Catch. You got to trust him. You got to trust him.
Up so far this season pretty nicely in college football.
There you go. Connor
Only
Wigman.
my only losing has occurred
Second
on
10. Go,
Thursday
Connor.
nights when I listen to Alex's college football picks.
Good play. Another situation. We'll look for that in Texas Bama tonight. When do the quarterbacks go on a play like that? A pass play that is broken down. When do you go? Connor Wigman just set up a third and manageable because he knew when to use his feet. Now, what did the Aggies call, Catch? What do you like here? I see Moose Muhammad in the game. I see Thomas in the game. They're going 4 or 5 wides here on 3rd and 5.
I mean, you know what I think.
Going to bunch
he's
it on the left
open.
side. 3 receivers right there. That's Stewart. It's not a great pass. Go, Evan. Get there. Oh, I don't think he got there.
Good.
Oh,
it's going to set up 4th and about half a yard.
Great example of when a ball just needs to be in a slightly different spot. He made Evan Stewart go down below his knee to catch that ball. Just give it to him where he wants it, Connor, and it's a totally different play. 4th and 1. What do you do, Catch? Got to go? They're going.
I get the ball to Reuben Owens.
They are going. It's been effective.
Interesting.
It's been effective
by that guy there. I'd
that
like
guy.
them to go back to him so that is that Owens in the backfield?
That is Daniels in the backfield.
They're going to call a timeout. Jimbo, unhappy about something.
Jimbo didn't like it. This just in, Jimbo's yelling at his quarterback. Shock. First time that's ever happened. 21-17, Miami. If you don't care who wins this game, it has been fun to watch. It has been a fun watch back and forth. Catch, I think you're dead on about these two teams. We're not watching two teams that are going to fight. Neither one of them feels like they're going to fight to win their conference, in the end. But could the winner end up, I don't know, in a top 15 to 20 kind of situation by the end of the year? We'll see. But it's fun. I mean, it's been a good back and forth. And A&M has started this half with the drive they needed. They needed to get after it, and they finally started doing what it felt like they need to do. Get it to those receivers, work in the run game. I got to say, Catch, we'll look forward in Tuscaloosa later on. Can the Longhorns find a running back they trust? Who do they trust to hand the ball to? These two Aggie running backs that have taken the ball today, I like both of them. I think Daniel started off well, and Reuben Owens showed you that he needed carries. We haven't seen Le'Veon Moss yet, but those two guys are carrying the ball well for A&M. Neither have been, I wouldn't say great, but both have been, really good at times.
No, I think that's fair. They've been okay.
All right, Catch, the first Pine House Brew is done. The Yakima Sun Club is done. Listen to this.
Oh, yeah. Yep. You can put it on the board.
Yes, that's right. We are going to stack that bad boy right there. Right there.
We've got Texas and Alabama less than an hour away. Ooh. Come on, guys.
I think I will not, at this point, I'm going to plan on not cracking that jellyfish till the beginning of Texas, Alabama. I will get myself some electrolytes, though. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. We know what's going on now. The question that I have.
Juan Manuel Marquez.
Let's talk Texas, Alabama a little bit here.
It's not
while
me.
We wait
for
them to come back here.
Yep.
We're an hour away. Where's your head at now? One jellyfish in. The game's an hour away. Let me know.
I'm still in the same place I was when I woke up today. I think if Paxton says I'm getting drunk, Paxton, I'm not quite to that level yet, but I'm probably on that way. The first jellyfish is going to get cracked here in a little bit. I'm still in the same place. I think it's going to be a physical, hard-fought bar brawl of a game. I would tell a Longhorn fan this. If a Bama fan walks up to you in the next 5, 10, 15 minutes and starts to run their mouth about 21-point wins, 28-point wins, you don't have a chance, they're crazy. I think this is a close game. I think you have every chance to believe you can win the thing. I'm picking Bama close, 23-17, because they're at home. That's the score I have. I've had it all week. I'm going to stick with it. But I think Texas has a chance here. And I want to see that those run games early, But also the quarterbacks to me are big. I can't wait to see these two quarterbacks tonight. Speaking of quarterbacks, Wigman and A&M, 4th and inches. They are going for it. Is this a sneak? Let's see. Feels like a sneak. Nope. Straight handoff. Daniels, and he didn't get there. Miami stopped the play cold. But there's a flag. Let's see if it goes my way.
I think that has to be a false start.
Not to be too personal. I think it will be. Before the play.
Someone call a timeout.
Okay.
Wow.
Timeout Miami before the snap.
They have 12 on the field?
Must have. Let's see.
They had 12 on the field.
Wow. You're not allowed to do that, Catch. They only allow 11, I think.
Hey, can I make a completely inappropriate U.S. women's tennis final?
Sure.
So there's a pause in the match.
Uh-huh.
I've never seen this before. Sabalenka is on the sideline getting an inner thigh massage.
Oh, she's gonna. Yeah, the trainer's out. Okay.
ESPN is up in there.
ESPN is up in there, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the most erotic thing I've ever seen in a tennis match. She's just leaning back in the chair, and this lady's giving her an inner thigh massage.
Wow. Is it possible that it's not actually something dirty that's happening? You're making
I didn't say it was dirty. Do not put words into my mouth.
All right. 4th and inches for the Aggies. Here we go. Big, heavy set. Jumbo set is in. Everybody. Oh, that's going to be 5. Dadgummit. Who is that? Left guard. Left guard.
Oh, there's some pissed off Aggies on the sideline right now.
Yep. Now you got to kick. Now.
So we went timeout, 12 men on the field timeout.
Yep.
False start.
That's Zune, Trey. A catch. We talked about it. That's
I
Trey
like
Zune.
how he tried to act like he didn't jump.
Trey Zune. Oh, Trey. Dadgummit.
Are these mind games that Sabalenka down 4-1 is suddenly needing an inner thigh massage as Coco Gauff wants to serve?
It's always a possibility. She could be going Djokovic there. That early Djokovic career where he used to do that all the time. Always possible. Field goal is up and good for A&M. It is 21-20. Heck of a ball game in South Beach. 9 minutes ago, third quarter. And as Catch mentions, we'll keep you updated. 6 o'clock, technically the kick time, but I'm guessing they're going to kick what? Texas Bama kicks at 6:10-ish?
Yeah, 6:07-ish.
6:07, right, somewhere in there. Excitement building for that one. I told you what I'm looking for. I'm focused on the quarterbacks. What is your thought going into Texas Bama right now? What are you going to be looking for?
I mean, this is Quinn Ewers' night.
Yep.
They said it on game day earlier today pretty well in the sense that, boy, you watch Quinn Ewers and you see the arm talent and you hear you hear people talk about him and it's like first-round draft pick. But you watch him play and he looks like a guy that needs to stick around and play college football some more. So for me, this is the Quinn Ewers night, man. This is – if Quinn Ewers has a night tonight like he did last year in this same game, I think the talk out of this game will be that Quinn Ewers is a top 10 pick in the NFL draft. I think oh, that's not good. We may need to tackle somebody. You're not tackling. They're going to catch him.
Somebody.
No, they're not. He gave up.
Oh, my God.
That's a quitter right there is what I saw.
Oh, fuck me.
And he ran to the part of the stadium where there are more than 50 Miami fans located in a section.
Oh, my God. Was that 98-yard kick return in a game where the Aggies have made huge special team
I know that face.
Plays.
I know that face. A&M fans not making happy faces right now.
Holy balls, that sucks. That is not good.
And I'll go back and don't mean to this isn't about Chad's misery,
We're cracking a jellyfish catch.
By the way, Sabalenka breaks Goff after pulling that stunt. If I'm Cody Goff or Coco Goff, I'm taking a 10-minute break and getting my thighs massaged.
Yeah, that might work. Catch, we're going to have to crack the hazy IPA that changed the game in 2015. We're going a jellyfish on that garbage.
That was not good. Texas fans are happy. Anthony thinks you're about to go on a bender.
Ugh. Josh O, you're absolutely right. The electric jellyfish are fire. I feel bad for Chad's mental health. Casey, I'd be worried right now too.
Casey, that's nice of you, Casey.
What's
You're slowly winning them over, Chad.
What's ROFL?
Roll on the floor laughing.
How dare you, working man? How dare you? You're enjoying my pain? Is that what you're doing? Is that
you
what
asked? You asked, and I told you what it meant.
Is that what this watch along is all about? Yeah. And back to that comment. I've said it before. I'll say it again. If you are an IPA snob, you'll love the electric jellyfish. If you're like me and you like the easy drinking IPAs with a little more of that fruity flavor, that it's your drink too. Electric jellyfish. It's one of the greatest beers ever created. Check it out. And it's going to help me through whatever the hell is about to happen. It's 28-20 catch. Hey, one score though. Let's just focus. Let's focus. Electric jellyfish does help you focus as well. Shout out to Pinthouse. The mental health could only be an issue because y'all are roasting him. Leave the man alone. LOL. Yes, Paul. Thank you. One score. Let's do the math. 28-20. One score. You haven't lost. You haven't lost a ton, but you just got to get refocused. This next drive's a big deal. That's all I'm saying.
Look, when we talk about mental health, what bothered Chad more? The snarky comments in the Specs chat or the kickoff coverage?
The kickoff coverage.
Yeah.
The kickoff coverage. Y'all do what you need in the chat. Look, it's y'all's responsibility to fill the chat with chats and super chats. It's my responsibility whether I look or not. You do whatever you need to do. You do you. I'll worry about me, but I appreciate that support that is out there.
I do like the random go dogs.
Go down. Hunker down. I like it. I like it too. What's their score? 56-3?
I mean, it's over.
I'm about to say, what'd they do? Win 45-0?
By the way, man, so one of the single worst prize pick entry that I've made so far this season.
Yeah.
I had Brock Bowers. I think I had like a 14.5 fantasy score or something like that. He caught one pass for 3 yards.
Yeah. All right. What happened to my 12th man here? It's a block in the back. It's a hold, and we turned him. Why aren't you calling that?
He got crushed by a scholarship player.
He got grabbed. He got grabbed and turned. We're not calling that in South Beach. Hello. We've built a tradition around the man to where you might want to watch him. So if someone grabs his jersey and takes him for a dance, you throw the flag. God, that's horrible. Sorry.
Put it all out.
Dude, 98 yards is one thing, but when it shouldn't have ever happened, it's a totally other thing.
Let it all out, Chad.
It should be 21-20 right now. Good God. That is a bucket of horse shit right there.
Uh-oh, Coco. Come on, Coco.
Pardon
there
my
it
French.
is.
Pardon
she
my
got
French.
It back.
Pardon my French. If my mom is anywhere close to that phone, Doc Hastings, hit mute on that. I'm sorry. Damn it.
Coco Gauff just came back after being broken with that sideline massage stunt.
Yep.
She came back and whipped her ass in the next game.
Boom. 5 love.
She's now serving 5-2 to win the
Close
title.
Her out, Coco. Close her out. See, that's all part of the Brad Gilbert.
I wish they'd move the Texas-Alabama game back just enough so that I could watch the rest of this game with you, because this thing's starting to get a little something.
Oh,
dude, something going on in the South. Ooh.
Aggies have got to
He was about to break one.
Yeah, the Aggies they really have had some effective running. Let me get you an updated. What's the updated number on Aggie runs in this game, Catch? I wasn't expecting it. 4.5 a carry. They're over 100 yards as a team. Daniels is about almost to 70 yards by himself. I did not expect that in this game. And I certainly didn't.
Stewart sitting at 34 yards rushing. Noah Thomas 4. Honestly, you get what you deserve, Aggies, if that's going to happen.
Man, I just
they
thought
have not taken that away from the Aggie offense.
Yeah.
A&M just isn't taking it back.
Yeah, that's fair. I also, just for the record, I thought that in Miami, if someone grabs you, tries to take your wallet and throws you to the ground, that the Miami PD does something about it. But apparently they don't.
They call that Saturday in South
God,
Beach.
That was awful. What a horrible miscall that was.
They defunded the police in Miami, Chad.
Oh, my God.
Actually, I don't know if that's true or not. I
don't know if that's true either.
I just thought it would be...
They did something to these refs. Big 3rd and 7 for the Aggies. All the momentum on Miami's side right now.
That's not a good. Oh, that's a good
throw. There's a moose. There's a moose sighting. Where have you been? Moose. Where have you been, Mr. Muhammad?
We used to, a buddy of mine, Justin, 2 a.m. Dallas nightclub 20 years ago. He'd just start making moose calls.
Moose calls.
He liked them some big women. Moose. He'd literally start doing that in the club.
That sounds mean. It just does. It sounds mean. I don't know. Sounds mean.
It wasn't mean as much as it was ineffective.
Yeah. It was mean. It just didn't work. Yeah, it was not good. There's
call did not work like a mating call.
Yeah, I can imagine. Basantis coming off with a little bit of an injury. That's not good news for the Aggies on the right side of the line. Catch, that might get, if Father's ready to go and able, that might get him into the lineup, at least for a couple plays. That might be something to watch here. 28-20. Now up to about 250 people in that watch along. They're gathering for Texas Bama.
We know everybody knows what's about to go down.
Yeah, they understand it. And we want to make sure you understand you still have time to get your order in at Pinthouse. See that code up there? Look up there to the right of the score. Code is OB5. $5 off your online order of $20 or more. I already told you my recommendation. Cannonball. That's the meat pizza at Pinthouse, and it is lovely. It is absolutely wonderful. Get one. Pick your favorite beer. You know I love a jellyfish. I'm working on one right now. But whatever it is that you like, get it ordered. $5 off your online order of $20 or more. Thanks to Pinthouse for sponsoring our watch-alongs. Thanks to Specs for sponsoring your chats, all your feelings, and all of you ripping on me for my feelings that I'm going through.
Did Thomas make a move on one of the coach's wives this week?
Catch, I don't know. I feel like an idiot right now because I spent all this time bragging on the kid. 1 catch, 4 yards. Catch, he caught 3 touchdowns last week. I don't think I dreamed it. I don't think I dreamed it up. I don't think I was conscious. I wasn't drinking during last week's game. It happened. He caught 3 touchdowns, and they were all impressive. In traffic is 1 catch in this game. 1 catch. Miami's defense can't possibly be that good, can they? Can they be that good? Apparently,
no. You are within your rights to rant right now.
Because apparently the 85 Bears and the 2000 Ravens and the Bucks with Derek Brooks and the best Cowboy defensive fronts all had a baby, and it went to Miami, and the Aggies can't throw the ball. I'm lost. I am lost. There hasn't been that much pressure on Wegman either. I know there's been moments, but come on now. Got to find these receivers.
Chad,
find them.
Take a moment. We have a new U.S. Open Women's Champion.
Hey, Coco! Let's have a little sip of electric jellyfish for Miss Coco Gauff, 19 years old and a Grand Slam champion for the first time. You go, Coco.
America's in the house.
That is tasty. And Brad Gilbert, Raider fan extraordinaire, tennis coach extraordinaire. Congrats to you too, brother. That is awesome. My man has coached Andre Agassi and Coco Gauff to Grand Slam championships.
Hey, Sabalenka, do you like apples?
Yeah.
How you like them apples?
Yeah. You know what? You can go get your thigh rubbed on all you want now.
Exactly.
They're
Put
about
that
to hand
bad
you a
boy on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Saying.
You know what? You could take that silver plate they're about to hand you and rub that on your thigh. Try that. See if it works. Well done, Coco. Well done, Coco. And if you can
spend
hear
any money on OnlyFans?
Excuse me?
You ever spend any money on OnlyFans?
Nope. Never have. You know I'd tell you if I had.
I
All
gotta
right.
tell you, when this drive is over,
Oh no! Wegman with a pick. Oh, good Lord. Oh my God. It's been forever. Last year, no interceptions.
I like the bikini mini skirt Miami co-ed.
No interceptions for the season, Catch. No interceptions for the year. All of last year that he played, no picks. What is he looking at here? Connor Wegman looking across the middle. You can't. Oh, it slipped. The receiver slipped. He's looking for Anias, I think it is. Does he slip? Is there a? Oh, he slips on the turf. I guess I can't rip
that
on
was
15.
some Aggie slippage, is what that was.
Oh my
First
God,
career interception.
That's an Aggie joke waiting to happen. How many Aggies does it take to run a route and slip? And yeah, I know. Fine, whatever. Anias Smith. Damn it, dude. This is.
Stewart wouldn't have slipped.
This is Miami's chance to take their first 2-score lead in the game. Aggie defense has to step up. Great play there by Damani Richardson. Tackle.
He's like, I came back for my senior year to get me some of that.
Oh my God. This is even if the Aggies hold like they should, this is going to be a two-score lead for Miami off of that play. Let's see if the Aggie defense can just make it a field goal. What a horrible moment that was.
Even a field goal, man. You don't want A&M. They need to find a way to get Miami off the field, they need some sudden change.
Get him.
Uh-oh.
No.
He saw the end zone post, got scared, cost his team a touchdown.
Thank God. I think Van Dyke just missed that throw. You think that was on the receiver?
He did, but that ball was catchable. And at the very watch his head look at the goalpost right there.
Maybe there might have been a little bit of it. He's got, I mean,
that should have been a touchdown.
He's got to make that catch, right? Is that the dude that dropped the ball earlier? Is that the one that dropped the punt?
Yeah. Well, hey, it's 3rd and 12. Bad. If you're A&M, this is your chance to get off the field, minimize the damage.
Come on, Aggies. You got to make him pay for that. You got to make him pay for that. Go get him. Get him. Get him. Right there. Get him. Put him on the ground. Put him on the ground. There you go. All right.
They're not getting enough pressure on Van Dyke.
Got to make him kick. They're really not. Catch, I brought it up during the show this week. I'm glad you said that. Aggies got 2 sacks against New Mexico. 2. It was a point that was made on, I was reading notes. I think it was on Aggie Yell. I'll give them a shout out. Reading some of the info they've had there on the Rivals Network. But, they pointed that out. I thought it was interesting. Only 2 sacks. They needed more. At least they got the field goal attempt here. Let's see if Miami hits it. Miami did miss a field goal earlier, and this one is good. 31.
Right Main Street.
Hey, Catch, I got the score prediction right in reverse. I picked 31-20 A&M. Right now, it's 31-20 Miami. A lot of football to go, though. 5.5 to go. 3rd quarter. It's 5:30.
So Miami's on a 24-3 run right now.
Yeah, you're right.
If you're A&M, now this is the biggest drive of the game.
No, it's huge, man. The Aggie offense has just not found a way to sustain a drive. And that last play, I mean, the good news, I guess, if there's any good news in that pick is you don't come out of it, once you see it, you don't come out of it thinking Wigman just made a horrible throw. Anias Smith just fell down. He slipped.
Little score update in Norman, Oklahoma.
Yes, sir.
OU leads SMU 7-3 mid-first quarter. OU has the ball. I might keep it here. Oh, they just got sacked on 3rd and 6.
What about Ole Miss Tulane?
Oh man, you're asking me for
I'm sorry.
Shit, I'm not prepared for.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a little frazzled
I
right
literally
now.
just told you. I think I'm gonna keep it here for a little bit, and then
Yeah, you did. I'm
hit me
sorry.
with
Never mind.
What about a game you're not watching?
I'm sorry.
Mississippi leading Tulane 20-17.
Okay, 20-17.
6:49 to go in the fourth quarter.
Ooh,
Ole Miss has the ball.
just get that win, Lane Kiffin. That'd be a big one. That'd be a big one for Ole Miss. Tulane obviously was a good team last year, ranked team at the end of the year. All right, you said it, Catch. Biggest drive for the Aggies in the whole game.
It's
right
a big
now.
moment for Connor Wigman to. I mean, look, there's a big old piece of this game that's left, but these are moments when your young quarterback. He's coming off of his first career interception. He's on the road. They're down by 11. It's kind of a mental screw job that he's dealing with right now. Let's see how the young man responds, given that we're at that Bull Durham pitching meeting on the mound right now. They're dealing with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt about it. That's a great analogy. That made me smile at least. We'll see if I'm smiling at the end of this thing.
What does Petrino
dial it up? Nice throw.
Tell you what,
nice
man,
throw.
The
Hey,
thing about Wigman, when he, I mean, he's got an arm.
Hey,
you know
it's
what I mean?
Thomas.
Like,
what do you know?
Hey, might want to throw it to that guy a couple more times.
Hey, Catch. That's Noah Thomas. Great catch. Good. That's what he does so well right there. That ball. That's a contested catch. Guys right on him. That kid just makes great catches. I can't believe they haven't gotten the ball to him more. Big play to start the drive. There's the handoff. There's Daniels. Amari Daniels has looked good in this game for A&M.
Has
he? Mad he didn't get more on that.
I'm not impressed with Daniels.
Yeah, he's been really good today. Catch, interesting, the weather situation. Remember, this game got postponed a little bit because of weather, and you wonder, is that the little bit of sloppiness, the little bit of precipitation that was on the field extra that made Aniyah Smith slip? This is a field that's been known for that at times in the NFL and in college. Nice pass out to the side. Now that's what this offense has felt like. There's Evan Stewart.
That's just taking candy from a baby, Chad.
That's what you just asked for, Catch. And you know what? If I'm a Longhorn fan, that's what I want in Tuscaloosa all night tonight. Xavier Worthy on those kind of routes. That's what Rice let Xavier. Look how far off this guy is. Start 10 yards off of Evan Stewart and
make him pay for that. I mean,
right, and go backwards. And go backwards. You have to make them pay, and that's what Texas needs to do with Xavier Worthy later on tonight. Here's Wigman.
Seems like this offense has opened up all of a sudden.
Great throw. There's Max Wright. And you mentioned him earlier, Catch, and what he didn't become as a defensive lineman. Bobby Petrino needs to do a little bit of that. You don't have Green because he got hurt. They've got to find some tight ends. This is a great play. I love that play right there. Give him a confidence throw across the middle and let Max Wright just catch a ball. He caught like 9 balls last year. He can do it. Another good catch out to the right. There's Thomas. Now the offense feels like the offense so far. Look at Bobby Petrino. He found a hottie he likes, Catch. He must have found her and got the
what
number.
Do you know? It's a guy, and his name is Evan Stewart and Noah Thomas.
I think he found his girl at the half, and she's waiting on a motorcycle at the back of the stadium. This has got a rhythm to it right now. 2nd and 1. You can do a lot of things on this play. Aggies just into the red zone.
Not impressed with A&M's running game at all.
Yeah. Well, no, that's one of the things going in, and we'll ask it for Texas tonight. Can you run when you want to? Can you run when you need to? Last week against New Mexico, A&M didn't, just like Texas didn't against Rice. And they've given you little moments today, but I agree with you. It hasn't been great. Let's see what Texas looks like tonight against Alabama. It's the
I'm
same
not taking the ball out of Wigman's hands here.
I agree.
Get him on the move. I'm going to give him a run pass option. Looked like there was a false start there.
Ooh, look out. Get down, ball. Yeah, baby. Touchdown. That is a great little play. Is that Crown over? Is that Mr. Crown over? Touchdown. Come on now.
Jimbo's going for 2.
A 19-yard touchdown to Ernest Crownover, the fullback out of the backfield catch. That's a fullback wheel. You don't see a fullback wheel very often. It's an old school idea, but they just hit the full back
Crowd
wheel.
looking like a young Marion Barber there.
Woo! Holy Robert Wilson. They just hit the full back wheel. Shout out to the Bull, wherever you are today.
Let me give you some color commentary here, okay?
Hit me. Hit me.
Let's go back a couple of minutes ago. Let's not lose sight of what just happened. 3 minutes ago, we were talking about the Bull Durham pitching mound visit scene.
Yep.
They're dealing with a lot of stuff. Wigman throwing his first.
Oh, no. Bad snap. Come on, Connor. Come on, Connor. Get there. Get there. Now I pushed him out. Good job. It's a good job by the Miami guy. They threw that way too close.
That's really big for Wigman. And if you're A&M, don't stop doing that. Not the last play.
Yeah.
But you're attacking the perimeter in the passing game, which they've weirdly asked Wigman to do a lot of stuff in the middle of the field today. And it feels like where there's easy plays to be made is out on the perimeter.
Yeah. Well,
they didn't ignore the middle of the field. I mean, the throw to Max Wright was a ball down the middle of the field, but they got the ball to their skill guys on the perimeter and just took some candy from the baby. If you're going to line up 10 yards off of Evan Stewart, let him gain 9.
Yeah, Catch. I think it's a case. We've seen this in if you love the fight game, you'll see this sometimes. If you've got a guy, let's take an MMA situation. If you've got a guy that's great standing up, but he wants to prove he can wrestle, sometimes he'll come out and try to wrestle a little bit, and then he works his way to what he's good at. It feels like Bobby Petrino wanted to come out and go, I'm going to run a little bit. I'm going to throw to tight ends. I'm going to get a rhythm, and then I'm going to attack him with the receivers. And it's like he's just now getting around to it. And if you're an A&M fan, obviously like I am, you just hope it's not too late. But yes, that's what this offense felt like last week. Open it up, take your shots, go quick, tempo, and then use the weaponry you've got. Because Catch, they've got 4 guys. 4. They've got such a good receiving room. Moose Muhammad is a backup in a 3-receiver set. That's the key. And they've now finally found all 4 guys. Just keep mixing that up. That's what they need. Obviously, the defense needs a big stop here. And now because of that 2-point conversion, Catch, we also know the Aggies need a touchdown, not a field goal. Now they're going to need another one of those. They're going to need another Connor Wigman deal into receivers kind of drive.
22 minutes and change away from kickoff. Let's set the table for what we're going to do here.
Yep.
Although they're showing kickoff right at 6 o'clock.
22 minutes. You're right about that.
So we're going to go another 7 minutes with this game. At 5:45, we will shut this bad boy down.
Jesus. We're
going to let Chad watch the whole third quarter. I mean, the whole fourth quarter up until, A&M and Miami and whatever happens in this game is over. I'll hold it solo in the watch along for the Texas Bama. And
I appreciate that, by the way. Appreciate that you're willing to do that for me.
I'm a good human being. There's no way in the world I'm going to sit there and make you miss the fourth quarter of what really has been the game of the day so far in college football. I don't know. Hopefully we've got a game of the day left in us with Texas and Alabama when it's all said and done.
Right.
It's been a pretty crappy day of college football so far.
Yeah, just everybody kind of handling
this
business.
Game has really helped kind of save the afternoon.
Yeah, no, it's been good back and forth, and you can feel these two teams, like we said, neither feel elite, but it feels like both of them are just trying to grab a little notoriety. So it's been a really interesting fight back and forth. This Aggie defense needs to step up. 2nd and 10, great knockdown there.
I've got a score update for you.
Hit me.
Halftime. Appalachian State 10. North Carolina 10.
Oh.
And let me give you one more score update for you. Second quarter score, 8:06 left to go for all of our SEC brethren out there.
Yes.
Austin Peay 6. Tennessee 3.
Come on, Vols. It's one thing when we make fun of everybody's schedule. It's another when those teams actually lead you. That's not good. Come on now.
Ole Miss does lead Tulane 27-17. Oh, that looked like
no. Don't throw it. Don't throw it. Whew.
It looked like it.
It did, didn't it? That was tight. That's Chappelle. That was
Dave
close.
Chappelle with the defensive play of the day so far for the Aggies.
Let's see what it is. Playing tight.
No, that's good, clean fun.
Yeah, I agree. You know, at this point, I'm going to agree. But
Clean fun.
Yes.
Hey, we need to make sure that Anwar knows that the game thread is sponsored by. Oh, he's got it. He just got to put it in the title. I'm doing some editing here.
Okay.
So
getting it going. All right. Aggies force a punt. Big moment there. Late third quarter. Catch that punt, Anias. There you go. Catch, you know, Anias Smith used to be a double jersey guy. They used to make him throw on different jerseys for number sake. It drove me crazy, but thankfully he doesn't have to do that anymore. Aggies with the ball. They're giving a little preview for Texas Bama. What a day it's been. Glad we did the double watch along, Catch, because frankly, if I'd been alone for this whole thing, I don't know if I'd have made it through.
Well, I'm glad we could be there for you.
And thank you to Pinthouse for creating the electric jellyfish. It is helping out. I had to crack the jellyfish early once that 98-yard kick return happened. The jellyfish has balanced this game out a little bit for me and the Aggies. So well done, Pinthouse. So good. Hazy IPA. You'll love it. Come on, Connor
Wigman.
Just
a few minutes away.
Connor Wigman, taking a shot. Get there. That throw something. What are we doing? Thank you. Good grief.
Wow, I didn't see pass interference there at all.
Did you not? I saw a mugging. I saw an assault. And also I see maybe a hurt receiver. That's not good. Who's that? Is that Thomas? Damn it. Aggie receiver down. It's not Anias Smith. He's standing right by. Defensive pass interference. You didn't like that call, Catch?
I'll see it again. He's throwing into double coverage. And the guy that had the best play on the ball was a Miami player.
I thought they were mugging him. Let's see. Yeah, he's grabbing.
Yeah, it's pass interference.
He's grabbing that jersey, and it is Thomas. Damn, he landed kind of sideways on his, on one of his sides, really hard. Arm got trapped up under. Hopefully, Noah Thomas will be okay. That's the kind of catch that honestly I'd expect him to make because he's that good. He's still on the field. That's rough.
That's not good.
No, minute 27 to go. 31.
Looks like he's about to walk off.
Yeah, okay. He popped up. 31-26 Miami. Aggies are going to get a first down off the penalty. And that's the kind of stuff they did against New Mexico, Catch. They just took those shots, man. And they converted a lot of them. You can't expect them to convert everything, but they hit a few. And taking that shot was big. We'll see if Thomas is okay. That could be big for A&M, but moving up the field 15 yards, Aggies need a touchdown to take the lead if they get it. So it'll be interesting. If the Aggies score a touchdown, Catch, they will need a 2-point conversion to try to go up 3. So that's just something to keep in mind. Jimbo's probably thinking of it. Got to have a 2-point conversion ready to go. Connor Wegman, handoff Daniels. Amari Daniels is giving you little runs like that throughout the day.
You know what they say about Amari Daniels?
What's that, Catch?
If it's 3rd and 4, he'll get you 4 yards. If it's 3rd and 14, he'll get you 4 yards.
The old Walt Garrison?
Yeah, he's got a little Walt Garrison in his game.
Remember the day you and I interviewed Walt Garrison and
I do remember that. How cool was that?
And fanboyed like crazy people? I could barely contain myself that day.
All right. Aggie still got a lot of work to do. They're still on their side of the 40.
They do. Yep. Plenty of time, obviously, in third quarter. See what the
pass
Aggies
interference, not NFL rules.
Ball tipped. Oh, tipped and caught. Jake Johnson. Out of nowhere. 19. He will not be mistaken for Keyshawn Johnson.
By the way, score update in Knoxville.
Hit me.
Tennessee kicks a field goal. It makes it 6-6 with Austin P.
Let's go, P.
All right, Chad.
Yes?
I'll tell you what we're going to do. This will be the last play.
Okay.
And then we'll wrap
into the third.
What's that?
Go to the end of the third quarter?
Yeah. Last play of the third quarter. Ooh.
Oh, no. No. Get that ball.
Oh, that's a turnover.
No. Ah.
Want to thank everybody for watching the A&M-Miami watch along.
Hey, thanks, y'all. Close your eyes, Chad. Harry, Orange, Wookie, I think you might be right. Oh, my God. Catch, I'll be back in when it's appropriate.
For now, we're going to change channels. I'm going to go take the lead. We're going to close this stream down and start the new one because Texas and Alabama, the watch along brought to you by Pinthouse is next. Chad?